morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Yes, more baths. Revice intensifies. All the family bonding. Lots and lots of fun family bonding, like in Kamen Rider Revice. Happy spa indeed. By the way, it's kind of fun. It's nice being able to 3-turn with a silly setup. Like, wee, look at this. Woohoo, power of art. Man, my hands are bothering me. I ate some buffalo wings from Little Caesars. And no matter how much I wash my fingers, how much I scrub them, the scent still lingers. Then again, I could have eaten my stuff with a fork, but no, I'm gonna use my fingers. I'm gonna eat it like this. Nom 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 nom. And of course, buffalo wings have a strong smell. That's my bad. And ooh, level 9. Look at the Misaki High School uniform, level 9. At least it was tasty. Thank you, Little Caesars. Thank you for being yummy. Had some cheesy bread with pepperoni and dip. Had some buffalo wings. Delicious. And now to just claim this thingy. Boop. Ta-da! Yes, I have more places to go now. Thank you, Alco. The great detective's swift judgment. And it's a good thing I used some energy. So very swift indeed. Walk, walk, walk. I want to see the bath of stiff shoulders. Okay, this is the Chimera room. Where Ryogi's staying. It shouldn't be too early to knock since it's 8 in the morning now. We're not even knocking or ringing a doorbell. Oh, if it isn't the detective assistant. Is something wrong? You look so serious. May we ask where you were this morning? Is your family okay? May we ask where you were this morning? I was planning to bathe in the hot springs this morning, but unfortunately, something suddenly came up. It was all thanks to, yes, you. You're the one who approached me when we happened to pass each other in the hallway. Oh, right. Of course. I'm sorry. Could you remind me what I said again? You asked me where this place that grants wishes is. I assume you meant the secret spring, and you seemed to be in a hurry, so I gave you the key. Hello, hello? Ooh, have I tried the Italian cheese bread from Little Caesars? I have not tried that. Ooh, is it everywhere? Really? Just like that? Even though you reserved the spring of happy home life a whole year ago? Yes, I did. That spring is the whole reason I brought my family here. But I don't care whether that wish is granted or not. The idea of going on a trip with my family to a hot spring said to bless us, no less, is more than enough for me. I don't need to be the first to bathe in it, nor do I mind whether it grants wishes or not. Aw, she's so sweet. Mash looks so happy. I see, so your goal was just to come here and make a wish with your family. Yes, that's right. I just wanted to spend some quality time together at a memorable location. But never mind that now, since you're questioning me, I assume someone else has turned up dead at the bath. Who was it? And how were they murdered? Just to be sure, their body wasn't twisted, was it? It was Alco from a clean cut with some sort of blade. It was the Alco Mark V, cut clean in two. Ah yes, the Alco Mark V. I see. Well, I'm relieved to hear the cause of death was something ordinary like a laceration. May I look at the body? May I take a look at the body? Sure. As long as Aozaki's okay with it, Tobimaru never said you were a suspect. Suit yourself. I don't have any right to stop you. Then lead the way. But could you give me a moment first, please? I want to see the family. I want to be nosy. Oh no, she just changed her outfit. Darn. Whoa, is that a real sword? It looks like a genuine historical relic. Don't worry. This is just for my protection. Since the victim was killed with the blade, I need to make sure I can answer in turn if necessary. Makes sense. Makes lots and lots of sense. For Aoko Mark 5. So, what do you think? As an expert, does anything stand out to you? So, what do you think? I'll be blunt. It was my sword that killed her, albeit with a far lower degree of skill. It looks like I have a doppelganger here at this inn. Perhaps this is one of the ghosts at work. I knew it. I'm definitely starting to see a pattern. Yeah, I'm still not sure why, but it looks like a clone of whoever wants to go in the secret spring keeps showing up here. And those clones must be who's been killing Aozaki every morning. A clone of whoever wants to go in the secret spring. Maybe that's what you need to do to have your wish granted. I know, right? Ironically, Aoko 4 was the one to survive. She's a chosen one. That sounds just like another Kumano legend. Shiro told me there's a monstrous mountain god here who will show you your future. However, witnessing the future also causes this god to die. So since it doesn't want that whenever it shows someone their future, it has that person die in its place. In other words, you could see that people who die in this way are being killed by their own future, no? Yeah, I could see that. So if I hadn't come here then... Yes, I'm the one who would have died. I can't imagine I would ever lose a sword duel to myself. But it could be that seeing your clone, your future, invokes a rule that says no one can leave until that wish has been made and at least one person is dead. So this rule is essentially a curse? One created by the mountain itself? And one powerful enough to kill someone as strong as Aoko 4, multiple times of that. That face. Sure looks that way. I can see her maybe letting her guard down once or twice, but more than 3? No way. Anyway, it looks like this answers the question of who killed Aozaki. The culprit must have been the monster who's been living on this mountain since ancient times, the one Kinomi calls Wan. Well, maybe culprit isn't right. It seems more akin to an automated system that kills anyone who tries to go in the secret springs. Let me guess, you're thinking, doesn't that mean there would have been similar deaths before then, right? I don't think so. This year's secret springs are just special, that's all. Though I don't even remember what it is that makes them that way. More importantly, you mentioned Shiro by name earlier. Do you know him, Ryogi? Huh? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. So you do know him? Wait, does it mean this morning? Yeah, I don't buy it. So then, when something came up this morning... Wait, does this mean this morning you were hanging out with him? Well, so you came here with your husband and daughter, and you still snuck off for a tryst with... Oh my goodness! Ooh, MTR! It's nothing like that. Shiro and I are strictly business associates. We have an arrangement giving me the first right of refusal if he happens upon any high-quality artworks that he can't display openly. That's all. Sure. Also special artworks, huh? What kind of artworks? May I see? Oh, so Shiro's an art dealer then? That's how you know him? But what does he have to do with your emergency errand this morning? Well, last night, he told me he could no longer sell me an artwork we had agreed upon. So I panicked a bit and asked Fujino to go talk to him and find out what had happened. But then, my husband overheard us from the other side of the door and said the 4 words I dread more than anything else. We have to talk. Believe me, that was far scarier than any ghost story. I almost thought it was one of the Kumano Inn's spiritual disturbances. Art of the bone of his sword? No wonder why the husband's like, we have to talk. I see. Well, putting your family's differences over luxury goods aside, your testimony has helped us put a lot of pieces together. Let's go find Toimaru and Alice at the lobby. I think we're finally about to crack this case. Alrighty, to the lobby. Lobby time. Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy I used energy. And that's everything we learned. Then it seems pretty clear that this morning's Aozaki killer was another Ryogi. It's just like what happened with Sugitani. Yeah, I thought the enemy I saw yesterday turned into the mist. That mist. But that was all Kuonji's doing and didn't have to do with the murder. If we want to stop this from happening again, we're gonna have to cut it off at its source. I don't know what this one thing is supposed to be, but we better find it and destroy it soon. But first, we have missing people to find. Sugitani is here, as you can see, but Shiro was nowhere in his room. I couldn't find Fujino anywhere either. Lady Kashi wasn't there either. Now that I think of it, she was already gone when I brought her breakfast early in the morning. I always thought there was something shady about that creepy puppeteer. You said Kashi lives in the old building? I'm gonna go take a look. Fujino should have gone to Shiro's room. You said he was staying in the Indigo room, yes? Huh? No, I'm afraid you're mistaken. Mr. Shiro was staying in the Indigo room at first, but he switched to the neighboring room on the second day. Said there was bad juju in his original room, and he wouldn't be able to relax there. The neighboring room? Oh no, you don't mean the Camellia room, do you? Yes, I do. He liked it very much, said it was charming. Is it more contemporary or something? The Camellia room? But that's... Is it more contemporary or something? No, senpai. It's a sign of the Hanged Rider, one of the big 5 ghost stories. Ah. That's gotta be the worst room in the whole inn. Why would you change his room to someplace so dangerous? Lady Kashi says the room needs to be used once in a while to avoid it deteriorating even more, so I thought I would take her word for it and give it a shot. If it turns out to not be haunted after all, then I can start putting regular customers up in it too. You idiot, I swear, you're just as irresponsible as ever. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I'll go pay him a visit right now. Misaki, Sojiro, Aozaki, would you come with me? You two, proprietor. We could use someone who knows its inside and out. What about me and Mash? Tsukiji, you're gonna stay here, right? I believe you make it a rule to never do anything dangerous if you can help it. Yeah, pretty much, and that definitely includes charging into a known haunted place. Then you should stay here and keep him safe, Konji. As for you, Mash, I'm sorry to ask, but do you think you could go back to my room and make sure my family stays safe? You go, Mash! Yes, of course. I appreciate your trust. Don't worry. I'll take good care of them. Lucky Mash, I want to see the family. Listen closely. If Fujino's been possessed by an evil spirit, then we'll need to kill her before she can kill us. Don't try to hide or keep your distance. The only way we'll win is if we get in close while she's targeting someone else. How bad can this be? Okay, we're fighting. Fighting a caster, eh? Intriguing, considering neither of those two are a caster. Things are already looking suspiciously smoky out here. This is the same smoke we saw in the woods on the first day. Things are already looking suspiciously smoky out here. What can you tell us about the Hanged Rider, Kinomi? How did it come about? Well, according to the last owner, it happened some time ago, back in the Showa period. During an unseasonably hot May, an author suffering from writer's block came to stay at the inn with his editor. They reserved the room for weeks, saying they expected to stay for a long while. The author's wife and child had also come along to stay at the inn with them. But it wasn't by the author's choice, it was the editor's. The editor had threatened the author, telling him he was going to finish his story, and his family would pay the price if he tried to run. Dang, editor. That's what times were like back in the day. No matter the accolades, the author was still a slave to the publisher. For the next several days, the editor kept hounding the author to work on his manuscript. He even had a latch to put on the Camellia room's door so it couldn't be opened from the inside, locking the author in. But even with all that, the words never came, and the editor's temper grew worse by the day. He even began to take out his frustrations on the author's family, leaving increasingly visible marks. Sheesh! That was probably what pushed the author over the edge. One day, he told his editor that he wanted to have dinner with his family, and had them brought into the Camellia room. He then drugged his wife and child with the sleeping pills he was taking for insomnia, and hung himself with a towel. There were no beams in the ceiling to tie the towel around, but he managed all the same. The next day, the editor knocked on the Camellia room's door, only to hear, "It's not finished yet." The editor then knocked again the next day, only to hear, "The words aren't coming yet." Then he knocked again, the day after that, only to hear... Only to hear? "I can't come out." From behind him. Dun dun dun!
The editor then opened the door and saw the author's dead body, along with those of his wife and child who had died of overdose. Thanks to the unseasonable heat and humidity, the bodies had already decomposed.
Ew! Oh, the smells!
The editor was shocked, but still noticed the author's unfinished manuscript on the desk. Well, he thought, I may as well publish whatever he wrote.
Wow.
So he stepped inside the room to collect the script, only for the door to close behind him. And that was that.
That was what? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, that was that. Nobody came out from the room for the next year, and nobody could manage to open the door. Finally, the innkeeper couldn't take it anymore, and called in a well-known professional exorcist, who managed to finally get the door open. But when they opened it up, there was nothing inside, not a single dead body to be seen. Even a single corpse is more than most people can handle. The stench of multiple stewing over a whole year should have made the room completely unusable. And yet, somehow, the camellia room was exactly like it was a year ago, seemingly no worse for wear. So the owner decided that nothing must have happened after all. The author and his family must have left without a word, and the editor must have followed suit. Really, that was arguably the only explanation he could use at the time. That's why Lady Caution told me to watch out around this room whenever it gets hot in May. She also said someone's still trapped in there even now, but I decided to just not think about that part. I thought this building was new. But what does it have to do with the new building? I thought this building was new. Oh, did I not tell you? The new building was built atop of the Kumano Inn's old annex. So everything up to the second floor is basically the annex with a new coat of paint. Heh heh heh. Pretty good cost-saving measure, right? Alright, Kinomi, I see how it is. You're very good at telling scary stories. When this is all over, you're going to apologize to Shiro and mean it. So it's a conceptual bounded field where you can't open it from the inside. You could simply just not enter, but that won't do now. What if one of us holds the door open and stays in the hall while the others go in? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of right now, too. Well, Kinomi, hold the door open. Well, we're here. Is it okay if I wait around here? So Kinomi's not even blinking twice at the smoke. I guess he really hasn't been running a haunted inn for a while for nothing. Oh gosh, I want sure hit. Okay. Fine. You can stay in the indigo room. Roger Dodger. Alright, this is the camellia room. Are you all ready to do this? I'm ready. Bring on the ghosts. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll open the door and go in first. We could be hit with some sort of psychic blast right away. So wait a beat before you follow me in, Misaki. Okay, here goes. 3, 2, 1, go. What the? The light just went out all of a sudden. Are you two still there? Don't panic. Everyone stay together. There are evil spirits headed our way. We'll need to take them out before we can move on. Great. Wonderful. Oh, interesting. Okay. Darn, though. Well, I guess I'll give him the thing. At least I know which essence to give him. The one with Altera. Ta-da! I like that one. And then everyone else can be in the back for emotional support. Whee! Oh my goodness, look at all this emotional support. You're gonna be in the very, very back, Alice. And it's fine. Let's go! No fear, no pain. All fear, all pain. Yeah, how bad can this fight be? Locked room mystery. Ooh. Author's narration. I feel a little bad for you. I'm gonna go up strong. I'm used to this sort of thing.
difference in what they're saying. I'm used to this sort of thing. It is what it is. Thanks, Aoko. Let's see, what does she do? Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the death is annoying as heck. Just ew. Well, at least I'll hit hard for now. Buster is always good for me. You know, why not? Just give him everything. That should be fine for now. Buster's ready to go. Good job, Sojiro. The lady's words. Wow, NPCO anyways, whatever. The lady's words indeed. Lady, can you just like not? Can you not do that to my boy, please? And no, just in case, I'm just gonna have guts, why not? Please break the gauge. Nice punch. Almost down. Child's dream. Ooh, thank you for the heal on the diva. I mean, never mind. Decision. Heal. It's fine for the MP loss. He has a thing anyways. That is totally fine. That was decent, actually. Ouch. Oh, the stun. You're too stunning. Way too stunning, sir. Wait, guts. Whoa, we're actually using Sojiro's NP. Aw, man. I should have saved the guts. Oh, wells. Editor's justification. Hostility unconverged. So incredibly hostile. Ah, 10 left. Ew, disgusting. I see. I very much see. Ew. Darn. Oh well. At least he'll punch very good. Yep. He should be able to kill it, I'm pretty sure, so... Actually, wait. I believe in Sojiro. Yeah, why not? Just in case though, go Sojiro, go! After having a noble phantasm even stronger by using Shiki. Oh my goodness, look at Shiki doing a thing! Look at that wonderful death perception. So beautiful, so magical, so mystical. Woohoo, do the thing! Vanish into nothingness between yin and yang. It's okay though. Yes, let's deal with the ghosts. Oh no! He didn't do the thing! Oh shoot! Okay, if I can dispute, that's easy. Gosh darn it though. Oh, that is my bad. That is so my bad. Oops. Oops, oops. Yup. And oh wait, I forgot that thingy. Oh well. Just gonna bonk.
見つけたサポート見つけたエンジもらうわよしそれそこ
Yeah, I guess I didn't get into NP2 yet. As long as I get through the evade, he's going down. Locked room mystery. Oh gosh, look at how dark this place is. Okay, 4 left, just 4 left. Not too bad. If only I had more of the same cards. Oh well. They look so silly. Yep, for darkness, perfect. All for you. Why not? At this point, why not? Wee!
任せて切り込むあれねふっどう甘いわね
Oh wait, she could do a thing. Never mind. Oops, sorry, Shiki. Oh, I didn't realize she could have done that. Oh, my bad. But it was almost down anyways. Just 1 left. Yeah, no fear, no pain. That's fine. Yeah, just making sure there's only 1 left before I do a thingy. Oh wait. 2 turns, 1 left. You know what? Why not?
そこにいるのね
Be buff. Do a thing.
切り込むのね見つけたサポートし
And there. Should be fine.
落とすこれくらいやれるわフィニッシュ
Good job, Aoko.
期待には応えられたかしら
Battle and finish. All is well. Okay, we're entering the room, I think. I hope. Maybe that was good enough for the spirit.
The lights are back on. But what's all that? Was that the writer's ghost?
I think that might have been the rumors coming to life. You're really strong, Ryogi. I was just doing my best to imitate how others fight. I'm afraid I won't be of any more help, though. That took everything I had.
Damn it, you're here too now, huh? I was yelling at you not to open the door, but I guess you couldn't hear me.
It's part of this room's curse. From the outside, it probably just looked like an ordinary door. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I could keep the door open, but then the light suddenly went out, and before I knew it... Simply touching the door must have activated the curse, the same as if you'd gone inside. It's not your fault, Alzaki. The rules governing this room never meant to play fair. At any rate, we can worry about getting out of here later. Are you two alright? Mrs. Ryogi, did you come here for me? Even though you knew this room was a trap? Of course, granted. I can't say I thought that far ahead, but I couldn't go losing you, could I? Now, could I? Aw, that's nice. Oh, I'm happy that'll be the last time I need to worry about the evade. Not to mention, I still haven't received the item you promised me, Shiro.
Ha! Even now, you still care first and foremost about your hobbies, huh? I guess you're nothing if not consistent.
I'm confused. I thought you and Fujino didn't like each other, Ryogi. Ryogi, I thought you and Fujino didn't get along. Was I wrong? I'm confused. Fujino's my bodyguard. There are lots of unsavory rumors about this place, so I asked her to come along on this trip for me and my family's protection. That's right, I was happy to oblige a request from Mrs. Ryogi, even if it meant giving up my day off. Fortunately, between the relaxing hot springs and the fun events they've been surprising us with every day, I've been feeling very rejuvenated.
Now I see, so that's why you're paying such close attention to Ryogi. We didn't know you were her bodyguard, so we thought you were waiting for a chance to attack her.
Oh no, that was just a habit. I didn't have anything else to do here, so...
Fujino?
Right, I'm sorry. I'll explain now. I came to the camellia room and Mrs. Ryogi's behest. She had asked me to talk to Shiro and find out why he changed his mind. When I got here, Shiro was already talking to someone else. Who was that? Kashin. When she noticed me, she grabbed her things and left the room. Then the light suddenly went out and we discovered we were trapped in here.
Yeah, couldn't even use the phone to call for help. We were trying to figure out what we could do when we heard you all coming in outside the door. We yelled for you not to come in and to fetch someone who knows a lot about ghost stories. But I guess you couldn't hear us.
So this artwork you were selling, could it be... So this thing Kashin took with her when she left, was it... Was it a doll?
Yeah. Or no, it was a sword. Yeah, it was a Japanese sword I was originally planning to sell to Ryogi. Used to be an art dealer, remember? Ryogi's a regular. I usually sell her something once a year. When she told me she'd be staying at this inn, I thought I'd deliver the kanesada she'd been wanting personally, and take a little hot spring R&R while I was at it. But at some point, Kashin convinced me to sell the sword to her instead. I still don't know how that happened. So that suspiciously coy Shiro turned out to be a sword smuggler.
So that's why you told Ryogi the deal was off, because he'd agreed to sell the sword to Kashin instead. That's right, when I received his letter informing me of such last night, I was so upset that I could have stabbed my pillow despite hardly being a young girl anymore. Huh? But you did do something to your pillow. There were feathers flying all around your room after you sliced it and cleaned it in half. Let's go back to our rooms, Fujino. I think we need to have a nice long talk about the meaning of friendship. Weren't you listening, Mrs. Ryogi? We can't leave this room anymore, we're trapped. This is just a human repelling bonded field, right? So all we need to do is cut it. Easy. It's cut it. See? No more haunting. It's just like your big sister says, there's nothing better than a storied sword for breaking bonded fields. She made it look so easy. Drat, I was afraid it might break. This is exactly why I wanted a new one. I didn't know you could break curses with swords. I'm familiar with it. A Senji Muramasa sword can sever fate itself. You know, I'll do the first one. I didn't know you could break curses with swords. I guess. They do say sword saints can literally cut anything, so... Man, I'll have to remember this if I ever end up fighting a samurai. I see. So Miracle Sword can cut through bounded fields. That explains what Kashin meant. What are you talking about? Oh, when she passed me by, I heard her muttering something about finally being able to open the sealed door. Ooh. So that's what she needed it for. Time to go here. Hey, Kashin.
Oh hey, there you are. Does the fact that the smoke's gone now mean you exercise the camellia room? Wait, why the long faces? Oh no, don't tell me Shiro and Fujino are.
They're okay, but we have to get to the room of no opening now. They're fine, but Kashin's at the room of no opening. We have to hurry.
Huh? What are you talking about? Where's Mrs. Ryogi?
Ryogi and Fujino are back at the rooms. We'll explain later. Just head back to where Tobimaru is for now. Run!
Hey, Aozaki, maybe we should call Alice for this? And Misaki, you must be worried about MASH, right?
We don't have time for detours. Whoever Kashin is or what she's up to, the Omnipotent Secret Springs is the room of no opening, right? We can't let her wish be granted. We don't know what's going to show up if it is, but something definitely will. Don't worry about MASH. She can take care of herself. There's no time. We need to get to the room of no opening ASAP. Don't worry about MASH. She can take care of herself.
Got it. Then we'll just have to do our best on our own. A gunshot! It came from the old building!
Who brought a gun to a sword fight? Aw, they made it. That's too bad. This would already be over if Sugitani hadn't interfered. But don't worry, Lord of Kumano. Use this body, and together, we will truly bring Wanwan, the Kudan, to life. Oh good, it's you guys. You've gotta stop her. The puppet chick's finally showed her true colors. What do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm a puppet myself? A tool to be used and manipulated? Because if so... Would. You would be entirely correct. I see you're a wise person, capable of accurately assessing the future. I like people like you. I like to use them for energy. Knowledge, social status, winners, praise. I despise the arrogance they cultivate, the pride they impart. That is why the wish made to the Kumano Spring must be simple above all else. It cannot be for one's own benefit, nor can it rob others other gains. It must be something clean and pure that doesn't trot on your neighbor's own wishes. That is why the three of you, Aoko, Shizuki, and Misaki, failed to measure up. Wow, it's a skill issue on our part. Not only is the wish to save the world just so run-of-the-mill, it is also one that will never come to pass. Well. Wanwan. Oh. Hello, Wanwan. That's the creature we ran into in the woods. Is that Wanwan? The huge monster. Is that Wanwan? My name is Truth, born from lies. Whoever speaks of me, that is what I shall become. What is your wish? Do you hold any value? Is it the only one in this world? There is no second one? In that case, regardless of what tomorrow brings, the star will grant that wish. Yes. No matter how beautiful the wish is or how refined your theory, the very fact that they overlap must mean the result can only be countless stardust. No, this wish must be the only one of its kind. That single wish is what will produce the #1 star. A single wish producing the #1 star? What is it talking about? I don't know what this is all about. I don't know what's with all that number talk, but I have no idea what it's trying to say, but... I don't know what's with all this number talk, but... Just be careful, you two.
You too, Misaki. Wanwan, or whatever that thing is practically dripping with bloodlust. Honestly, part of me would rather just turn tail and run, but that just gives this thing free rein to run through that door.
Yeah, so save the thinky stuff for later. We need to settle this now, Misaki. You give us a hand too, Sugitani. Now's your chance to get your payback. This thing practically screams curse, and you still want to fight it? Ah, screw it. I'll join too. I'll join in too. This isn't my deepest wish, but I won't mind having it granted. Hey, Kashin. I don't know how many prayers to send you to the next life. So I hope you don't mind if I offer hot lead instead. But I want to see the spring of... What is it, sore neck or something like that? Sore backs? Sore muscles? I want that spring in particular, please. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot you're still level 1. Oops. It should be fine. Okay, with stiff shoulders. Yeah, that spring. I want to go back to that spring. Or I want to see that spring. Oh, it's gonna be a serious fight. Well, that's great. Too bad I couldn't get it maxed. I need one more copy. I haven't gotten any drops, unfortunately. Like, what a shame. What a shame indeed. Actually, in this case, you go here. You can take it. I'll put some cheaper cost in the back. Yeah, it's fine. Cause the time's gonna go down anyways, it's fine. Oh, it's gonna come from the missions, boo! Hello, hello! Hello, hello! Sex change you. Okay. Interesting. Skill seal. Already won one. Sex change reincarnation. At the start of the player's turn, reduce the percentage of NP of all male and female enemies and inflict skill seal. Thanks, Wan. Oh, you got your 5th copy from grinding. Nice, lucky. I'll save that one. You know what, why not? Yeah, that'd be nice as a spiritual dress, come on! This game is such a tease. So many fun options that we can never have. Like, how freaking dare you, game? Thank you, Aoko. Couples enclosure? I did not expect that, okay. Oh my. Of course level 1 will go down. Understandable, but... Sojiro? Solo G? Ooh, I hate that. I hate that with a burning passion. Can you just like not do that? I want to charm her. Premonition disaster. Oh no, what is this premonition gonna be? Can you just like stop doing that? At the end of the turn, apply one of the following to yourself. Decrease HP, NP, attack, or inflict curse. I hate you. Boo, you're not humanoid enough. It was worth a shot. Annoying. Super duper annoying. So incredibly annoying. Thank you, Aoko. Family gathering? Oh. Ew, it's staring. Listen. Okay, it's pretty, it's very pretty. Oh well. Okay, Wama's gonna hurt me, so... It's okay. It's okay, Wama, you can hurt me. I was targeting the wrong one, but it's okay. Actually, maybe this will be fine. Since she does hit hard. Oh, I hate that. Her gauge is full. keyword was. Well, this is gonna hurt.
さあ、あれね、サポートして。告げる。
In the enemy box.
何において。ノット、セイン、ファイト、タイムレス、ワー。逃げられると。そこで。悪いけど。
Darn. Well, at least the other two went down.
遅い。
Now she hit her at least. Please don't be AoE. Of course you're AoE. Bye Karen, bye Gil. Thank you Aoko for being amazing. Hey Alice. Welcome to the fight, Alice. Nice to see you, Alice. How you doing, Alice?
スピンドル展開。
You know, just live. Oof.
少しずつ。
I guess this wasn't forest, city, or darkness. It's not dark enough in here for you, Alice. How's it not dark for you, Alice? Like, ee. Like, sheesh. Let's see how this goes. What is this one? For all allies, of course, it's good. What does that one do? I mean, I could do this. Why not?
最後まで諦めないね。
Sorry to the Robin counter.
また私ごとに逃げられる
This should actually fine, maybe, potentially.
と思ってる
Good job, Aoko.
の。遅い。見ての通り、ここには何もなかった。そうでしょ？
Okay. That wasn't the worst. So Wan, we defeated you. Can I please have the spring of stiff shoulders? Goodbye, Kashi and Wan. It's over. I think we won? I think? I've been in this business for a long time, and you don't see mountain monsters like that every day. I mean, the thing was practically a god. Yeah, it was easily strong enough to curse this whole inn to death. It would definitely have caused more damage if we hadn't stopped it. Well, it's gone now. And so's the nasty air that was hanging around the inn. Looks like it's all well that ends well. The other haunted spots will probably disappear on their own now too. So does it mean the world's not going to end anymore?
I think so. Even if the omnipotent spring really is in that room. Without Wan around to grant the wish, there shouldn't be any more weird phenomena anymore.
In theory, sure. But we still don't know who was wishing for the world to end though. That's the one thing I wish I knew. Master, are you okay? Of course! We managed. Of course!
Man, you really are a fast runner, Mash. I can't keep up at all. Oh, it feels so pleasant in here. Does this mean you solved everything? All right. Wait, Kashi's on the ground. What are you people doing? We have to help her. I'm kind of getting the impression she was the bad guy here, but I'm not gonna worry about that now. Snap out of it, Lady Kashin.
Yoshisuke? Is this the room of no opening? So many new faces here? Are the new guests? You don't remember us? Senpai, I think Kashi might have been. Yeah, she's back to speaking normally. Yeah, she has no memory of the last 5 days. Yeah, Wanwan was possessing her. Looks that way. She sure doesn't seem to be faking it. Kashi, you just severed the battlefield around the room of no opening, and you almost turned into a Wanwan. Do you understand? I did? I'm so sorry. As a professional puppeteer, I should never have let this happen. Now that you mention it, I do feel as though I've been stuck in a dark place dreaming for a long time.
Really? Then that would explain why you've been acting so weird lately. Your enunciation is usually all over the place, but the last few days you've been speaking totally normally.
I was? It must have been thanks to the Ox God. I hope I didn't cause any other trouble. The Ox God can be very mean. If it wanted to, it could easily make haunted spots even more haunted. Aha! So it was you and Wama who powered up the big 5 ghost stories at the worst possible time. You were the ones who lured Ishtarin and us out to the endless hallway and to try to kill us. The ones who stole Bazette's briefcase and hid it in the inverse reflection room as a trap. And the ones who summoned the ghost to the camellia room as a last-ditch effort to slow us down.
I see. No wonder you've been having so much bad luck lately.
Really? So the Ox God's the reason I got turned into a woman too? No, that was all me. You had a beautiful soul, so I thought I would do you a favor. Thanks, Kashin. I understand you were under Wanwan's control when we got here, Kashin. But may I ask what you're doing here at the Kumano Inn before that? My master was a sorcerer. He came to this mountain to capture the phantasmal, the Ox God that lives here. He was interested in the Ox God's ability to see the future, but the Ox God turned out to be a spirit without a physical body. Once he realized he couldn't capture the Ox God, my master left to look for a new supernatural being and left me behind on this mountain. I've been studying the Ox God on his request, and at some point, people began calling me the Ox God's priestess. I see. I'm sorry to make you recount such painful memories. Yes, it was very rude. I'm not a priestess. Maybe not, but you obviously have the most ties to this god. That must be why I was able to possess you. But now that the Ox God is gone and the door is open... Well, now that the door is open... But now that the Ox God is gone and the door is open... Spring, please. Yeah, let's go see what's inside. You don't mind, right, Kinomi?
Oh, sure. Usually I'd be worried about getting cursed, but there's no one left to curse us now, right? Okay, let's go. I'm curious what's in there too. Who knows? Maybe there'll be something that'll kick off a second Kumano Inn boom. Well, there you have it, Misaki. Looks like we'll just have to go along. I think it should be safe though. Aozaki's still got plenty of pep, and I'm not getting a bad feeling about this either.
Yeah, how bad can it be in there? It looks like a pit that formed on its own. No wonder it was called Wanwan's Road Home. It doesn't look too steep. As long as we're careful, I think we can all make our way down safely. I'm not detecting any magical energy. Just a faint heat signature. I think this is a geothermal heat. According to what we heard, this should lead to... bath? Ooh, it's shiny. it is, the 6th secret spring! Whoa, now that's what I call a hot spring! There it is, the 6th secret spring, the spring of gotcha luck!
So the omnipotent secret spring really did exist. Oh right, we just defeated Wanwan, so...
Yeah, I'm afraid this is just regular hot water. Nothing unusual about it. There was a strong magical energy coming from the spring of male transformation on the 3rd day. And the spring of happy home life today, but this is just a normal spring. It seems like a good one though.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, Kinomi. No worries, I can totally work with this. The atmosphere alone is good and draw guests like flies to honey. I can put an elevator in the pit, and no wait, that would ruin the natural ambience. I'll build a nice wooden staircase for easy access, install some beams to add minimal light fixtures, and then Wanwan secret springs will be all done. Woo! I can't wait to get this started. This is it. This is where I'm gonna turn my whole life around. Man, I'm so glad this whole Kumano Hot Springs murder mystery is behind us now. You know, I think all of us coming together like this is a sign. So how about you guys help me with the building, funding, and marketing?
No? Unless you give me Saint Quartz? Yeah, no.
What do you think, Kawasaki? Anything to say?
Nope, at this point. I just have to admire his sheer selfless greed. You win, Kinomi. You win. Are we just gonna do free manual labor? Eh? At least let me sit in the water. Come on. At the very, 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 very least. Also, where's the Holy Grail? Give me Grail. Nothing beats a dip in the hot spring after a job well done. I see you finally feel like you can take it easy. I suppose it's no surprise, seeing how this case has literally been life and death for you. Hello, hello! Please don't hold it against her if she starts acting goofy, you two. Don't worry, all I want to do right now is slack off too. Hey, between the outdoor bath and this beautiful night sky, I can't blame her. I wish. How do you even get into that kind of thing? And let's see, don't worry, all I want to do right now is slack off too. I agree. It was so nice of the inn's remaining guests to let us have the outdoor bath again tonight. You auditioned? Gosh darn it, I gotta find that kind of stuff. If it's online anyways. I see, so Wanwan is gone and the case is closed. Then the inn's other haunted spot should fade away in time. This also means the omnipotent secret spring is gone as well. Thank you for doing such a good job today, protecting my room, Ash. Now the haunted spots will be gone, I can finally enjoy some private family time starting tomorrow. So you're still going to stay here for a while then? What about the rest of you? Well, it looks like Kashin's still processing what she went through, so I guess I'll stick around a while longer to keep an eye on her. When she's back to her old self, then I'll tell her how pissed off I've been about these last 2 years. I think I'll stay here a while longer too. This experience has shown me that I still have a lot to learn. Oh gosh, yeah, no AI scam company, ew. Disgusting. The Hell's Pavilion sounds like it should be perfect for training. There won't be any lights in there, and there should be plenty of boulders for target practice.
I'm gonna say my goodbyes here. My business is done, and I got all the hot spring time I could want. So I think it's time I got back to my regular life now. Take care, young detectives.
No, Shiro. You're coming to my Chaldea. Freaking Shiro.
If our paths ever cross again, I'll make sure to offer you a discount.
Yes. Come home for free. Give me the ultimate discount. The 5-finger discount.
Really? Are you sure you want to leave without ever trying our famous outdoor bath? You could always see another night. Nah, these hardworking youngsters deserve it more than me. Besides, I got my own outdoor bath at home.
Good point. I'll go Kuonji. Why did you take the outdoor bath today? You've certainly earned it. Thank you, don't mind if we do. Hey, I just realized Tobimaru's not here. Anyone know where he is? wait, where's Tobimaru? I saw him in the old building's lobby. He's always there in the evenings. Come to think of it, what is he doing there anyway? Tobimaru, are you the real bad guy? I guess he could have been looking for clues about your murder, except he seemed to be sneaking around a lot for that. Tobimaru, don't make me punch you. Hey, Tobimaru, what were you doing in the old building earlier?
I was on the phone. It's been several days and the police still haven't shown up, so I was worried there might have been a landslide on the road or something. We're all going home tomorrow, right? So we ought to make sure we'll actually be able to leave.
Oh my goodness, I forgot they were supposed to do that. I forgot there was gonna be the cops coming. I'm so used to us having to do everything here. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oops, I forgot there's actual law enforcement in the world.
That's so responsible. You learned to be really thoughtful about the details in the last 10 years, huh? I know I've always been high-strung. I'm not like you and Aozaki, deep down. I'm a coward at heart. When push comes to shove, I freeze. If reality throws up a wall, I just turn around and walk the other way. If there's something I can't achieve, I could see myself wishing for a miracle.
That sounds kind of serious, Tobimaru. Everything okay? Is your agency having financial troubles or something?
Hardly. I'm enjoying my life just fine. And my future's looking pretty bright. Oh right, I almost forgot. You're ready from the future, aren't you? Soju and I are from 2001. Well, maybe not this Sonoji, but you get my point. Nothing much changed in society when we hit the new millennium, but it still felt like a chance for a fresh start. Most people believe that the time of rapid growth and the time of paying the price for that growth is over now. They think this is the start of an age where everything will be new and progress will continue unchecked. 10 years from now, the gap between rich and poor will be gone, silly prejudices overcome, and countries all over will prosper.
That's a nice thought. That is a very, very nice thought, Tobimaru.
It's a world where you can talk about lofty ideals like that, and not have people constantly giving you the side eye.
Oh, if you play as Gudo, you get to ask where he was earlier and he says he was looking at souvenirs. All the time. He was looking at freaking souvenirs. Wow, just wow. Okay, I believe that. Souvenirs are always good.
So, what are things like in your time, Misaki? Is it like the world of the future we see in movies?
Maybe one of those apocalyptic movies. Let's just say you won't be flying a car anytime soon, unless you have a noble phantasm that involves a flying vehicle, then yes. Well, I can say we don't have flying cars or anything like that. Well... unless noble phantasm. Small everyday items might have surpassed anything people have dreamed up in movies. Mobile devices have had amazing development compared to now. Honestly, I think they're even more revolutionary than flying cars would have been. They've made the world smaller than ever. Riddle said something about that once. I think it was, once the world became like a dream come true, people stopped talking about other dreams. I don't agree with that though. People are always going to dream no matter what the times are like or what they're allowed to say. The only thing that changes is who people entrust their dreams to. They won't have to depend on those of their own time anymore. Entrusting one's dreams to people from a different time, huh? So even if one's time, the world one lives in ends up at an evolutionary dead end, people born in that world could still be accepted and loved by later world? Even if, say, their world was erased because it wasn't the right way forward? You're quite the romantic, Mash. That's not the example I was thinking of, but it's wonderful. Our history is full of incidents where one culture was trampled and a new one was born from its remains. But there will always be people to inherit dreams that have no place to go. That hope of yours is the kind of thing that leads to the world growing bigger.
Sounds like they're talking some pretty complex stuff over there. Should we do the same? No, don't bother. I shouldn't have brought up this topic in the first place. In fact, no matter what the future has in store, there's no way it could beat what we've got here. Just look at us. We're enjoying a private outdoor bath at a fancy inn under a beautiful night sky. And we're doing it with friends and colleagues we all like and get along with. Life doesn't get any better than this. So let's wait to talk about the future again in our own time and just enjoy what we've got now in this moment.
Yeah, just enjoy the outdoor bath. I'm jealous. I'm so freaking jealous. I want more onsen. I want to take my common riders to the onsen again. And so, the case of Wanwan at the Kumano Inn in the year 2001 drew to a close. The men and women gathered here from different worlds and different times gazed up at the starry sky. Their thoughts turned to memories of their own times, inspiring them to appreciate the daily lives they had left behind. And so, with both Wanwan's true identity and the killer's motive still unknown, Earth's last night came to an end. The next morning, Aoko... Are you serious? The next morning, Aozaki Aoko's dead body was discovered at the public bath. We are gonna get NP6 Aoko. Gosh darn it! Freaking Aoko again! Oh my goodness, they've killed Aoko. Strange twins, craft essence. Events are always fun and games. My addiction. Here, let me take this. Ticket. Look at all the money that's gonna go straight to Aoko again. Okay, more ticket for me. Delicious money. Defeat 50 enemies in the Camellia Room. I feel like I have enough points to progress the story without doing that. I farmed a decent amount off screen. Oh man, I gotta defeat divine servants. Oops. Well, that's good enough for now. Ta-da!
かくしてシャバゾートマスターは次の任務に向かうのであった。次回魔法よコラボ第21話煮込まれたオカルトにご期待ください。
How long is this Mahoyo crossover episode 21? Number 6, your reason for being here, part 1. My reason for being here is for Aoko and Alice. Except Alice played so hard to get. Alice, I'm never gonna forgive you or forget about the 28 multiples. Alice. Compared to Aoko. Day 6 of the Kumano Hot Springs raid shift. Public bath, early morning. Oh, she's on fire! I was not expecting it that way. Speechless. Forget living only twice. This is the 5th time and the magician's died now. Alright, I'm sorry. There's no time to be standing around in shock. We need to put out the fire and then check if that's Aoko or not. I'm impressed, Mash. You never lose your cool, no matter what the situation. There aren't many people out there with the humanity to voice what they believe even when they're not entirely sure. I wish a certain burning someone would take a page from your book. She should be showing up at any moment now, right? Time to summon her again. I used my storm pods last week and then they replenished. Ah, damn it. I was afraid I may be dead. Just when I finally linked up with my memories too. Oh wow, there's sure a lot of people here. Did I, get to know you all here or something? Nice to meet you, Aoko. If I did, you must be really confused right now, huh? Sorry about that. Could anyone tell me what's going on? Yes, Aoko the 6th. Aoko Mark 6. And that's everything that's happened so far. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's everything that's happened so far. Got it. Thanks for the detailed explanation, Misaki. That was all I need to know exactly how you all feel.
Okay, Aozaki. Now that you're all caught up again, what do you make of this latest murder?
Let me see. Well, I can tell you right now that I was a killer. I can recognize the results of my own magic bullets. Ah, okay, Aoko. He said that Wanwan created imposters of the other guests, and those turned out to be the killers, right? Ishitarin wanted to become younger, but Zet wanted to find romance. Sugitani Rainbow wanted a male body again, and Ryogi wanted a happy home life for her family. The other Aokos were all killed in different ways, ambushed, a duel to the death, taking a bullet for someone else. But this murder looks pretty one-sided to me. Can you tell why, Misaki? Because the spring is dry. Because your wish matched the fifth spring's power. You wanted no sore muscles? Exactly. Ishitarin went to the first secret spring and she really did come out younger. Normally, that would be when the Wanwan system kicked in. And an exact imposter of her would show up and kill her now that her wish was granted. But Aoko wouldn't stop that from happening and ended up dying in her place. That makes Ishitarin the only guest here to have her wish come true and live to tell about it. Alright, none of the people who came here for the second to fourth springs had their wishes granted. In fact, to begin with, Aoko was already in the bath, making sure they couldn't get in, but their wishes were still genuine. That's why the imposter showed up. They don't need an imposter to enter the bath first. As long as someone with an applicable wish is present, their doppelganger will appear and kill them in exchange for granting it. At least, that's how Wanwan's curse systems was supposed to work. But Aoko threw a wrench in the cycle. We can tell because the baths were still full. The magical energy in the water is presumably what grants the wish, so it probably disappears once that occurs. But on that second, third, and fourth days, the water was still there. The doppelgangers appeared, but the corresponding wishes never came true.
Damn, really? I had no idea the secret spring system was such a hassle. Hang on, so the fact that the secret spring of stiff shoulder annihilation is empty now means... Aozaki must have gone in. I won't say what her reason probably was, but I bet she was thinking, I've already stopped the curse 3 times and Wanwan is gone, so there shouldn't be any harm in trying the springs for myself now. Or something along those lines.
What? Don't be silly. Of course I wouldn't think something like that. I swear, Shizuki. You're always so perceptive when it matters the least.
See?
I do see. You know, your grown-up self did say to watch out for the spring. I do see. Yeah, your grown-up self did say to watch out for the spring for some reason, and now I know why. I get it, understand. Let me rephrase. I swear, you're always too perceptive when I don't want you to be. Anyway, I guess my other Mi's reasoning was half wanting to try it and half needing to try it. She probably wanted to verify it on her own because she didn't want to ruin the case closed celebrations. After all, you guys never did find out why Aoko 1 came here in the first place. Anyway, on a different note, why aren't you more fazed by all this, Toimaru?
Why would I be? It's a simple numbers game. You die, you get replaced. That's how the system works. Day 1, Aozaki 1 appears. Day 2, Aozaki 1 dies, replaced by Aozaki 2. Day 3, 2 dies, replaced by Aozaki 3. Day 4, 3 dies, replaced by Aozaki 4. Day 5, Aozaki 5 appears and dies. Aozaki 4 remains alive. But since Aozaki 5 wouldn't show up unless 4 was dead, I knew she would have to die at some point. And now, here we are. I'm guessing Aozaki 4 picked up on this paradox too.
So you knew all along and you never said anything. I see you're still shouldering everything so nobody else has to. At any rate, it seems the spring's power is still working, so I suppose Wanwan wasn't responsible after all.
Yeah, but so what? Let's just forget about all this and go home already. The worst that happens is Aozaki dies again.
Thanks, Tobimaru. Maybe so, but no, we can't leave yet. Seriously, the whole world's gonna end unless we solve this. Also, I need the Holy Grail.
Really? You mean you're finally gonna destroy the world, Prez?
Aozaki 8 is an annoying pain and we shun her. No! I'll take all the Aozakis.
Not her, no. But I don't blame you for reacting that way, Kinomi. It really doesn't feel like the world's in any danger. Misaki, you originally came here to repair Singularity, right? What do you think?
Things don't seem to be dire to me either. But I trust Aoko. I know what you mean, but I believe what Aoko is saying. I know what you mean, but... Aoko, hey Aoko. I'm on your side, Aoko.
Well, alright then. Let's all put our heads together and try to figure this out. Besides, Tobimaru, do you really think you can go back to Tokyo now without a bad taste in your mouth? No, I guess not, and I suppose we did start this investigation because we didn't want the world to end. Okay, we can have one final discussion. It's the Vice President's job to support the President after all. We still don't know what Aozaki-1 saw that made her jump here in the first place. But you should at least have an idea what she saw when she saw it, right, Aozaki? Seeing as you're her and all.
Of course. I knew that when I came here, the first me was originally sent here in 1999.
So that's our only lead. 1999. I guess we can take a look at the hotel register from back then. Where do you keep it, Kinomi? My old registers. Those are in the lobby. I can show them to you right now. Oh, but don't get your hopes up, okay? There's really nothing interesting written in them.
Are you sure about that, dude? Oh gosh, they're going through physical papers. Ugh, I hate that so much. Oh, I hate that with a burning passion, especially the papers here. They get so nasty. They smell so bad, like mildew.
Okay, here's all my old registers. There's one for each year.
Thank you for sharing these confidential documents with us. I know this information should usually be kept private, but this is an emergency.
Don't worry, it's fine. The only things written down are the guest names, addresses, and whether they caused any problems during their stay. And that's mainly just so we can be sure we tell any egregiously entitled customers that we're all filled up the next time they want to book a room.
I see. So inns rate their guests just like guests rate their lodgings. I'll have to remember that. Come on, let's take a look. Here's the 1999 one. 1999. Here, this is it. Come on, let's take a look. Stare. I hope we can read his handwriting. Okay, so in May of 1999, the guests who have stayed here were Ryogi, Shiro, Isharin, Sugitani. The same people. Fujino, Bazette, and Karen? That's strange. What could this mean?
Aside from us, those are the exact same guests as this week. They were even staying on the exact same days. Wow, that's one hell of a coincidence, but I guess these things happen when everyone goes on holiday at the same time. Let's see, 2 years ago, I'd already taken over the inn, and I think Lady Kashin was here too. So it was the same situation 2 years ago. What's going on here, Kinomi? The thing is, I don't remember May of 2 years ago at all. It's like it poofed out of my mind.
Can you elaborate on that?
It's hard to explain. The best I can do is, I forgot I'd even forgotten.
I forgot.
I was just as surprised as you guys when I saw the hotel register just now. It feels like something that happened to someone else. Oh, hey, I think it was like that for the other guests too. I mean, nobody else said anything about how this is just like the last time either, right?
Oh. So it's not just you. None of the other guests remember being here 2 years ago either. Which means... What is it, Aoko? Did you just realize something? What is it? It all makes sense now. I finally know what Aoko-1 did. Guys, let's continue this in the sky room. I've gotta tell you something. Okay. I guess we're gonna go there. Back to our room. I like how we switched back to that outfit. Yes, Tobimaru?
Hang on. What's your name doing in the register for this year?
Oh? Well, back to the sky room. No battles. So now that we're here, what are you gonna tell us, Aoko? Come on, don't keep us in the dark forever, Aoko. This case would have gone a lot smoother if Aoko 1 had actually explained what was going on. Yeah, you think. So I need to start by apologizing on her behalf. I'm sorry. Even if she felt like she couldn't trust anyone, she should have at least have let you all know what was going to happen in 1999. Does it mean you know how the world is supposed to end now? I do. It was only bits and pieces, but I managed to sync up with the memories of what Aoko 1 saw. In May of 1999, an unidentified entity that can only be described as a star shows up at this location. The moment it does, it blows away everything in the Kumano area. Then it releases a magical energy wind that raises the east of the region. My guess is the star will keep emitting magical energy forever, generating storms as long as humans exist. As long as humans exist? Speaking hypothetically, does this mean a star will run out of magical energy and stop if it wipes human civilization off the face of the planet? No, I wouldn't have been sent here if that were the case. Civilization destruction isn't part of my jurisdiction. I'm in charge of matters involving the extinction of humankind. Not that anyone assigned it to me, but still. So a star that destroys the world, or rather humankind in 1999... Say, wasn't something supposed to happen in 1999? Wasn't something supposed to happen?
Oh, I know this one. Nostradamus prophesied way back when that a great and terrible king would come to Earth from Mars in July 1999.
Is that really... Wait, in July? From Mars? I didn't know the full story like that. Mars in July 1999. I don't know if the prophecy is true or not, but I can say for sure that nothing happened in 1999. That's what they want you to think, Mash! From Mars in July. Not to mention the month is all wrong. He said this star appeared in May, right, Aoko? That's right, Mash. This star has nothing to do with Angel Moise. And if it was just an ordinary meteorite, humankind would have ways to deal with that. We can track meteorite trajectories years ahead of time, and we have the moon to shield us. Which means the star is an existential threat to humanity that would never exist under normal circumstances. Oh, the superhero Tyson Ulti short about this? Oh... Even if a meteorite were to somehow snake its way past Jupiter, it'll be drawn into the far side of the moon, and that'll be that. So instead of coming from space, the star must have come out of the ground.
Out of the ground? There's a star buried in the Kumano Mountains?
That's right, which brings us to the question of what happened in 1999. Please don't freak out when you hear this next part, especially you, Misaki. Back in 1999, Aoko 1 decided the situation was too much for her to handle on her own, and decided to trust that a solution would be found in the future. Specifically, she took this entire singularity and kicked it 2 years down the road. Huh? So, then you don't mean, huh? So... You made this 2001 singularity? I guess so. That explains why you haven't found the Holy Grail yet, too. How could you? And I'm the source. Man, no wonder my magical energy's been so low. I'm still maintaining the singularity even as we speak. I wonder how long I'll have to keep this up for. Ha ha ha. Gosh darn it, Aoko. No wonder why you came home multiple times for me. To make up for all that. Okay, I laughed too, but also you can kick singularities. Yeah, that's... Wow. I had no idea you could move singularities at all. You can kick singularities? Oh sure, it's like when you're about to lose at a board game, so you sweep away the board so no one can play anymore. I've never done that before. I've never rage quit that hard, girl. Of course, in this case, it doesn't change the game's outcome at all, and it arguably makes it even worse. So this 2001 Kumano in singularity is an even worse outcome, and you're responsible, Aoko? I said I was sorry. There was nothing else I could do at that time.
As much as Aoko needs you to teach her to have a heart mash, we should save that for later. Let's focus on the present. So this unidentified star that showed up in 1999, that happened in a singularity, right? Then Aoko once sent this 1999 singularity to 2001, and 1999 ended without incident. I get all that, but then, what happened to the Kumano Inn in May of 1999 after it was sent to the future?
The historical record for that time should be blank, but Zed's document said as much, right? It also means that Kinomi and the other guests staying here at the time have no memory of that month. And now, this unidentified star incident that was going to happen in 1999 is happening now, in this year. I guess this is history's corrective power at work. It always tries to cause events to occur if they should have already happened. So because this incident was pushed from 1999 to now, all the same factors in 1999 have gathered here again. Which means, if this incident began 2 years ago with the same guests, then one of the guests here now must be the culprit. In other words, the person who called the star here... But who? That makes sense, but we already ruled out all the guests now.
Exactly. Lady Kashi was just under the Ox God's influence, and you guys already took care of that. So doesn't that mean this star isn't gonna show up anymore?
Good point. I'm sure Aoko came here looking for the culprit. But she got killed before she found them. The other Aokos may not have known exactly what was going on. But they must have thought that the secret springs granting a wish was a trigger, which is why they kept watching over them every morning. But it turned out that the 1-1 system was producing the doppelganger, so they never realized what the star really is or the suspect responsible for it. We're officially out of leads. ...
No, there's still a suspect, someone who fits that bill better than anyone else here by far.
Really? You can tell?
Yeah, I don't usually like relying on the process of elimination, but in this case, that's the quickest way to arrive at the answer. First, let's get this timeline straight. You said Aoko 1 came here from 2 years ago. Because this is when the star was supposed to emerge and destroy humankind. But why now, 2 years later? Obviously because nothing happened until now, and until it did, there was nothing for her to find. To put it another way, it means this unidentified star thing requires 2 years to emerge. It probably takes that long to charge up or something, and that should have been true in 1999 as well. So the star's first emergence was in 1999, though it would mean whatever created the star happened 2 years before that, in 1997.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that since I can't send things to the past, but you're right.
That brings us to our possible suspects, the inn's guests. Each one had their own reasons, their own humble wishes for being here. But while those wishes may have triggered the 1-1 system that kept killing Awazaki every morning, they had nothing to do with the star. Which means we can eliminate every guest with a clearly known reason for being here from the list of suspects. So let's go over every guest and their reasons now.
Alrighty.
Misaki and Mash came here from Chaldea to repair this very singularity. They in turn summoned my assistant for reasons I still don't understand to help them. Then there's the eccentric who came from 1999 to save the world, and me, a detective who came to find a missing person despite usually rejecting such requests. There was Isharin, who wanted to become younger, Bazette, who ostensibly came here and work, but was actually here for the secret springs. She came here with Karen, who in turn wanted to see what would happen to Bazette.
Oh, you wonder if Guda's outfit changes here depending on the main story progression? I feel like that would make sense.
I won't publicly disclose Sugitani Rainbow's objective here, but I'd say it's a known fact by this point. Ryogi came here with her family to wish for a happy home life, and to procure a new sword. Fujino was Ryogi's hired bodyguard, and Shiro came here to sell Ryogi the sword. Kumanoi might have seemed suspicious, but he was just an ordinary comedian, and Kashin was just a victim of unfortunate circumstance. And there you have it. Those are all the guests whose reasons for being here are clear.
I just can't imagine any of them having anything to do with this. I still can't think of anyone whose reasons we don't know.
That just needs one person, someone who still has yet to share what it is she's doing here. So tell us, Kuonji, what are you doing here? I didn't think anything of it at first since you and Aozaki are close friends, but you were here at this inn from the beginning. Aozaki is here from the future. You could say Sojiro was summoned here from the past. But you're from the present day, friend or not, it makes no sense that you would have accompanied Aozaki here.
You mean you were here for your own reasons, Alice? I thought you'd come to help me. What a strange thing to say, Aoko. Have I ever been the sort of person who would come to help a friend out of the goodness of my heart despite not hearing from her for years? Ouch. Wouldn't hurt you to sugarcoat it a little.
Kuonji, nobody thought twice about why you might be here because we were all so used to seeing you and Aozaki together. But then I noticed a certain name on the hotel register from May 1st, 1997. Kuonji Alice. Which means you were here right at the time when the unidentified star would have been planted to emerge 2 years later. It's time to fess up. You're the culprit, aren't you?
No. It's Robin. It's clearly Robin. It's all Robin's fault. I just came here to recover something I left behind. Or rather, what was stolen from me. 4 years ago, one of my employee Keishaws went missing in this inn. Only one, number 1 shiny star. Star. Huh. It looks just like an ordinary gumball machine, except that it can grant a single wish. Alice, really? Really now? Of all the things to lose, the one thing that can grant a wish, a single wish. Be the one. Number 6, your reason for being here, part 2. Great. Thanks. Thanks, Alice. Yeah, my guess is still Robin's fault. At the beginning, the joke was it's all because of Robin. Nah, clearly it's Robin who lost it. Oh, it's pretty. I didn't think we'd actually get to see it. Okay, cool. The concept for the toy gumball machine was a box of wishing stars. The last wish was inspired to make it from a similarly styled gumball machine she happened to see on her way home from the grocery store. She was drawn to its novelty. Such things had long gone out of fashion, and it had clearly been a long time since anyone used it. She inserted a coin, turned the handle, and out popped a gumball with a hearty clunk. There are many different colors and flavors of gum inside, so the witch didn't get the kind she wanted. She then stood there for a moment, taking in the wonder of the situation. I got something completely different from what I was hoping for. It was like life itself. Life is full of moments like these. Struck by inspiration, the witch raced home and began making her idea into reality. She would fill her machine with many different wishes. She would gather many different stars. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good. I want to be rich. I want friends. I want a lover. I want a pet dog. I want a job. I want a family. I want to improve. I want to pass my test. I want to get married. I want to be successful. I want to feel secure. I want to be loved. I want to do the last part over. I want to recover my losses. I want to get back to the shrine I lost. I want to forget that ever happened. There, everything is now in place. One turn of the handle, and a wishing star candy will pop out. If it is the same as your dearest wish, the one you hold deep in your heart, if such a miracle were to take place, then that wish must surely be the number 1 wish in the world. The witch named her toy with that concept in mind. Ploy Keisha, wishing star box, only 1, number 1 shiny star. A tool for granting only 1, your number 1 wish. Gotcha. That's the Ploy Keisha I lost at the Kumano Inn 4 years ago. It's a personal wish granter, a box of wishing stars. So it's like a gotcha machine, but for wishes? Yes, gotcha. Gotcha does have a novel ring to it. It's too bad I didn't know the term when I made it. She would have named it gotcha. This is no time to be regretting your naming decisions. That ploy is what's causing this, right? How could you abandon, lose something that dangerous? I can't even imagine to describe how grossly negligent that was. Please refrain from slander. I told you, it was stolen. This was back in 1997. I had to figure out what to do with all the ploys I didn't have any more use for. My house was already over capacity with curses, so I couldn't store any more cursed objects there. But I also couldn't just throw things that dangerous in the trash. That's why I chose this mountain. At first, I stayed in a small cottage while I worked to dismantle them, but then I caught sight of this inn. I decided to change venues to somewhere more relaxing, and it worked. The work went apace. I perfectly unraveled the curse power, holding the ploys together and completely neutralized them. Then, when I made my way down the mountain, I made little stone shrines in various places and held memorial services for each of the ploys. However, after I got back to my house, I checked my toolbox and realized I had an extra dismantling tool left over. I realized then that I must have lost one of my ploys before I could dismantle it, but couldn't remember what it was. Looking back now, it seems clear that the Ox God, hiding in this inn's basement, served it for me. And altered my memory so that I couldn't clearly recall what I had and hadn't dismantled. The Ox God shows people's wishes in the form of their future, so it must have granted the wishing star box as its new body. It makes sense that it would be drawn to another wish granter. The Ox God may kill whoever it shows the future to, but it's not because it hates people. I think it just enjoyed granting people's wishes and only kept producing new victims inadvertently.
Wait, so isn't that just killing for pleasure?
Shush, Shizuki, I feel the same way, but now's not the time. So you don't know where the wishing star box is either then, Alice? No, I don't. Now do you see? I did nothing wrong, and I'm not responsible for the situation. That's not true, Miss Alice. What you meant to say was, you can't take responsibility for it. Still, going back to what you said earlier, I don't remember much of May of 1999 either. So I'm pretty sure I must have come here then too. For the purposes of this discussion, let's suppose that the wishing star box somehow became activated in 1999. If, around the start of that year, I'd heard that the Kumano Hot Springs business was booming, I would have remembered that the ploy was stolen from me there 2 years ago and have gone to retrieve it. However, since I'm not used to climbing mountains and I would have known it'd be dangerous, I wouldn't want to go alone. Which means there's a strong possibility I would have asked someone who is familiar with mountains to come along. Stare. Sojiro. But according to you, Aoko, the retrieval attempt must have failed. So I would have ended up defeated and something must have gone wrong with the wishing star box. I see, so in 1999 you came here before I did try and saw the star thing, but you failed. Now I finally understand why you were summoned here as a servant, Sojiro.
You do? Why?
The only reason it makes sense for you to be a servant now is if you died on this mountain and you were summoned in a spirit body. Ooh. Well, at least Aoko's not the only one who died in that case. Good for you, Aoko. Now you have a buddy. This mountain has claimed many victims. Anyway, at least now we've identified what the unidentified star is. Anything else we should know about the wishing star box about shiny star, Alice? Because your mother's heirloom might your ploys aside, I'm not too thrilled at how easily you're able to make something capable of destroying the world. This is just speculation on my part, but I think adding the Ox God's characteristics to it must have strengthened it. If so, then Shiny Star would gain more power with every wish granted. That's probably why there are 5 springs that grant their own wish. Let's say it goes up a grade every time it grants someone's wish and takes their life. You know how we often rate products in stores with a star system? You can think of it just like that. Every wish the Ox God enhanced Shiny Star grants makes it go up a star rating. It granted 5, so now it has 5 stars. That must have been how it was able to defeat you so soundly back in 1999. Why do you look proud of that? It defeated you too, didn't it? I get it. An SSR! So then, the reason you kept standing guard over the secret springs was... I get it. An SSR.
SSR? Is that short for something?
Oh, sorry. Never mind that, Sojiro. That's just a little random inside joke Senpai likes to make. More importantly, if Shiny Star's rating is going up, then it must mean... You've learned to sound pretty ram yourself, MASH.
So 2 years ago, in 1999, Shiny Star used the 5 secret springs to grant guests wishes and upgrade itself. At the time, Aozaki determined she wasn't able to stop it, and she sent a whole singularity into the future. In doing so, she basically forced the 1999 Shiny Star into becoming a dud. It's an even worse cover-up than tampering with election results, but what's done is done. Let's say she made the right call.
Yeah, you know politics was never my strong suit. My guess is Aokoa knew there was no way she could stop the Shiny Star in that condition. She might not have known exactly how it worked, but from its characteristics and the way it attacked, she probably at least figured out that she had to stop it from granting wishes again. So she kicked the singularity down the road to the next time when the Shiny Star would appear, then went there herself to head it off. She must have been trying to lower its rating before she fought it again. That's why she said something like, "Nobody's getting their wish granted on my watch."
So Shiny Star granted 2 wishes, youth and annihilated stiff shoulders, which means its rating is at 2 stars. Though it could have been just 1 star if a certain someone had exercised better judgment.
Yeah, excuse me for wanting to treat myself for once. Still, the Shiny Star at a 2-star rating should be much weaker than the one Algoan faced in 1999. So doesn't this mean Algo's plan worked perfectly? Right? I'm glad you at least understand, MASH. All we have to do now is destroy Shiny Star, and this case will be well and truly closed. Of course, we still have to figure out where it is first. I still have no idea.
Hang on, there's one thing about the Shiny Star that still isn't adding up for me. If it was granting wishes to upgrade its rating, then whose wishes was it granting? Was it just granting its own wish to improve its capabilities? Or was there someone else trying to make Shiny Star stronger so that it could grant a bigger wish?
Ooh. That's an excellent point, Shizuki. You're exactly right. Shiny Star has no desires of its own. It only grants wishes for the people who activate it. Which means someone must have been the first to turn its handle and get lucky with their wish. But to grant that wish, the ploy first had to upgrade its wish-granting capabilities, its star rating, as we've been calling it. I bet that's also why these hot springs suddenly gained 5 secret ones that each granted a different wish.
Phew, that's good to hear.
How so? I don't see anything good about this.
It means your ploy didn't start making trouble on its own. Just knowing that makes me glad I came here.
I guess it's true. This would mean the real culprit is still at large. Someone at this inn must be holding on to the Shiny Star in secret. It won't do anything unless it's trying to grant someone's wish, which means someone must have it even now. I suspect you already have an idea of who that could be, Misaki. Me? That's amazing, Senpai! Please tell us the answer then. I'm worried my knees are going to give out under all these high hopes you're piling on me, MASH. The year you lost it gave me a big hint, Kuonji. I'm worried my knees are going to give out.
I know how you feel, so I'll spare you the burden. The answer's pretty obvious. Shiny Star disappeared in 1997, right? So that must mean...
That's right, there's only one other person here who was also here in 1997. Kinomi. You were the one who invited me to stay here for 4 years ago, weren't you?
Ah, stop, please! Don't say any more! I didn't steal it, I swear. I just found it in my room after you left.
Bruh. Kinomi, are you serious? It was you?
It was me, but you can't blame me. How was I supposed to know that the toy was so dangerous?
Well, it is. Now hurry up and hand it over. Once we destroy it, these hot springs will finally be safe.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Gosh darn it.
So it was all Kinomi, huh? No wait, maybe that's not quite right. He did say he just found it in his room. What do you think, Kuonji?
I believe him. Even if the ox god or someone was possessing, stole a shiny star from my room, it wouldn't have any wishes of its own. It just likes to grant other people's wishes. So someone nearby would have had to be the one to activate Shiny Star. Kinomi must have been the perfect patsy, since he just started living here after the last owner took a liking to him. That being said, what now? Is there still something nagging at you? I still don't understand how this happened. Shiny Star was a failure.
Huff, huff. Woo, man, I'm bushed. Here, part of me hates to see it go, but this is it, right?
That's it? So this is only one number 1 Shiny Star. That was surprisingly easy. I was expecting you to put up more of a fight, Kinomi.
The Kumano Inn's welfare comes first. Anyway, you said this will stop the world from ending, right, Prez?
That's right. On that, you have my word. Thank you, Kinomi. In the end, we couldn't have done this without you. Oh, so what you wish for when you turn the handle anyway?
I'm not telling you that.
Huh? Wait, Alco, let me see that. I knew it. Wanwan is in here, or rather, the stuff that created it. The Ox Code must have kept a part of itself inside Shiny Star, so that it could still function as Wanwan even if its main body was gone. Shiny Star must have already been half Wanwan when it activated in 1999.
Damn, seriously? This is all because I made up that name and legend?
It just picked up on something you said, Kinomi. If it hadn't been Wanwan, it would have been something else. Anyway, this means we'll need to finish exercising Wanwan first. Let's go to the room of no opening. We should be able to get rid of Wanwan once and for all if we bring Shiny Star to the Omnipotent Spring. After that, I'll let you decide what to do next, Aoko. Whatever you choose, I won't stop you. Time to beat up Wanwan again. Okay, no battles yet. Let us be here, as one do. Alrighty.
I'll take the lead and let you know if I find any dangerous protrusions along the way.
Thanks, Ojiro. So far, everything looks the same as it did yesterday. I never thought I'd be going down this pit again. So far, everything looks the same.
Yeah, the Ox God is still completely gone after yesterday's events. All that's left of it is that part that stayed behind inside the Shiny Star.
It looks like everyone made it down safely. I'll go next. Guess we should go down too. Wanna go first, Alice? No, you go first. That way, you can catch me if I slip and fall. Huh? Why are you acting so careful? If you're that afraid, maybe I should just scoop you up and jump down? Yes. Hey, Aoko. What made you think Shizuki died here? It's not like you saw it happen, right?
Or did she?
Well, no. I probably didn't even see his body, but I can still tell how he must have died. There's only one way a guy who I could easily see surviving a world-shattering meteorite could end up dead. He died protecting you. Ooh. I see. If that's what you think, maybe you're right. Best bodyguard. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get this over with. Hand Shiny Star to me, Aoko. There you go. Here you go. So, what are you gonna do with it? Good question. What do you think I'm gonna do with it, Misaki? Destroy it? Submerge it? Submerge it. Correct. I can see how you Chaldean mages were able to repair so many other singularities. You really know your stuff.
Huh? You're putting it in the water, won't it rust? For that matter, if the hot water gets inside.
Someone! Tsukiji! Hosuke! Please stand back! It's okay. I can handle this myself. Well, there's no fighting here anyway for us, so... I'll leave it to Alice. One disappeared. What was that? Its last lingering traces or something? That's right, the springs grant wishes by appearing as the Wishmaker, remember? What you just saw was the future, the wish of the remains of Wanwan itself that were still hiding in the shiny star. Of course, now that its body is gone, I was able to defeat it easily since it no longer had any power. I also don't understand why I had trouble fighting back against the devil in the reference room. It's because Shiny Star was jamming the other ploys. Essentially, it was putting up a kind of field that kept lesser ploys from working. So does this mean Wanwan is really, truly gone now? Say, does this mean the name Wanwan is... Does this mean Wanwan is really, truly gone now? I do feel bad for erasing the Lord of Kumano Mountains, but might makes right in the world of mystics. Besides, it had this coming when it began misusing one of my ploys. So all we have to do now is shut down the ploy Keyshaw. I hate to destroy such a beautiful object though. Is that really the only way to stop it? I'm afraid so. I still don't know how it got activated in the first place, so our only choice is to dismantle it. Yes, Aoko?
What is it, Aozaki? Is there something else you haven't told us?
There actually is. This is something all of you should know. Once we destroy Shiny Star and the world is safe again, I'll end up going back to my original time, and this singularity will disappear. The Kumano Inn will then go back to being the same peaceful inn it was before, aside from all the hauntings anyway. At the same time, it'll be as if the 1999 singularity never happened, since I'm the one keeping the two singularities linked. That means the world-ending threat in 1999 will go away. And destroying Shiny Star here in 2001 will prevent that threat from ever arising here too.
That's great. Makes this whole investigation worthwhile. Now I can finally go home.
However, it also means that Sojiro's death will become permanent. Not everything that happens in a singularity goes away, even when space-time is repaired. Oh, if I've chosen the name option, Kinomi would chime in and say he heard someone saying Wan Wan, Wan Wan in a dream. He was dreaming of a dog. Wan Wan, Wan Wan. People who die in a singularity will still be treated as if they died at the time, even after singularity is repaired. Oh yeah, you're right. Facts are always made to line up regardless of how they happened. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I'm gonna keep this, Sonoji.
So you're saying that destroying Shiny Star here won't change the fact that I died at Kumano Inn in 1999? Which means that I'll officially have died in 1999 in exchange for closing the case now?
That's right. It's the surest way to keep the world safe.
No thank you! What about my safety? Isn't there any other way? I don't know. Is there any other way? Doesn't seem likely.
There is, since the reason Shizuki died in 1999 was because he got caught up in this whole incident. If we destroy Shiny Star and repair the singularity before he dies, we can save the world and his life.
How so? You said he already died, right?
Not necessarily. Sojiro died inside the singularity, which means that as long as he's still alive when the singularity ends, the facts will still line up. It's not too late to go back to 1999. Yeah, it's not too late to go back to 1999 either. The only thing keeping the singularity in 2001 is me. If I just undo the lock, it'll automatically go back in time to 2 years ago. At the same time, I can set our own timeline to when that singularity begins. Then all we need to do is destroy Shiny Star before Alice and Sojiro show up, while its damage can be contained. Okay. So on that note, I have a request to make. I'm sorry, but is it okay if we go back to 1999? Of course! Hell yeah, it is! Of course! Time travel!
Okay, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. But, what are we gonna find when we get back to 1999?
I'd like to say it'll be an unbelievable sight, but the truth is, the moment I cut off my magical energy holding the singularity in 2001, we'll be back in 1999. singularity back then was something of a disaster zone, so I can't guarantee your safety. Once we get there, find some big rocks to hide behind and look for a shiny star. The rest of us will take it from there. Olina Fio, is that a question you can ask casually? And yes, for the GOAT Sono G. Between me, Alice, Misaki, and Mash, I think we stand a good chance. And this time, we'll have another advantage. Remember how two of the same thing can't exist at the same time? Well, when we bring the 2001 2-star shiny star back to the same time as the 1999 5-star shiny star, the 2 shiny stars will combine, and the 5-star one will be detuned to 2 stars. So that's why you didn't let it grant many wishes. That's right, Alco 1 couldn't tell what she was up against, but she still figured out a way to weaken it.
This is great. It sounds like we've got everything going for us. Alright then, let's get going. I want to see this world of wishes come true for myself. Not me, thanks. You all go on without me. Huh? Why are you reading our parade, Your Highness? This is a battle to protect the world and save your friend's life, right? Why are you getting cold feet now? Are you that scared of dying? Of course I am, jackass. I don't want to keep my wife waiting for me any longer.
Your wife?
Huh? You're married, Your Highness, even though we all swore we'd be lifelong bachelors when we were in school?
Oh gosh, so they're like, we all agreed to be single. How dare you? How dare you betray us?
I'm sorry, Sojiro. I promised her I'd get back safely, so I can't go with you any further. My detective work is done. I'm sure you can all take it from here. Don't give it a second thought, and congrats, Tobimaru. Thanks. Feels weird having you congratulate me twice, but I appreciate it. So, who's the lucky lady? I'm sure my adult self knows, but I don't. Oh, you've met. I'll introduce you over the phone sometime.
Well, that clears up the mystery. The reason you went to the old building at 6 on the dot every evening was so that...
You can call your wife in Tokyo and tell her you're gonna be home soon? Go to hell! Forget this traitor Shizuki. When this is all done, you should quit your job at his agency.
Sorry, Tobimaru, but that's not happening. You're too involved to turn back now. Since you all know what's going on, you're all going to come back to 1999 with me, whether you want to or not.
Huh? Wait. That's why you opened up with an apology? So you knew this would happen when you explained the situation to us?
I sure did. How you catch and quick, Tobimaru. Even 10 years later, you're still the best vice president I could ask for. If the singularity doesn't kill me, my wife's gonna kill me. Now I want to see who his wife is. Now I want to be nosy again. I'm gonna be nosy towards everyone now. I am the nosiest. Trash. Okay, stop here. This is where I'm going to undo the lock, keeping the singularity in 2001. Once I do, our surroundings should immediately snap back to 1999, kind of like a band. It can be pretty disorienting, so if any of you get motion sick easily, you might want to close your eyes. But I did see the visual novel. I don't know whose wife is though. I do get sick from race shifts a lot. Are you sure this is a good place for the trash? I'm sure. Nobody ever comes here, right? This is the same spot I jumped to when I came here too. I see. So this is where Alcos 2 and onwards have been arriving from.
Oh crap, I know I was totally on board with this, but I'm starting to get cold feet. I mean, we're gonna be time traveling to 1999, right? Are we gonna be okay? What if we just up and die? I know Prez has always been fine with stuff like this. But Misaki, Mash, and even Vice Prez are acting like we're just running into the store or something.
Me. Kinomi. Wait, we actually see the wife there? In the extra? I don't remember that part. So wait, is that official then if he got with Kuma? Dang, if he did. So he gets a detective agency and a restaurant in a way? Ew! Kuma, you could do so much better! I'm being so salty.
Who said that? Oh, it's you, Alice. I'm not scared, okay? I just got, pre-battle jitters. Really, that's all. I mean, a supporting character's gotta make sure we don't mess things up for the main cast, right?
I see. I've never considered you a supporting character myself. I see you're an extra at best. Dang, Alice. But never mind that. I want to talk to you before we go. I've been thinking about how this happened, and I can't come up with a single answer. As far as I can tell, it should be impossible to activate Shiny Star. It was a complete failure. There's a huge hole in the plot that needs to be... There's a huge hole in the plot needed to work as a fairy tale.
What kind of hole?
It's right in the name, only one and number one. Deploy grants wishes that are the only one of their kind. It sounds good in theory. Everyone wants to believe their number one wish is like no other. But that's not the case. Every person's number one wish is the same as everyone else's. There's no such thing as a number one wish that's also the only one of its kind. I want to be successful. I want to be promoted. I want a lover. I want to bring someone back to life. The world is chock full of wishes like that. They're as commonplace as the stars in the sky. That's why Shiny Star should never actually shine, because there's no such thing as a special, one-of-a-kind wish. So I'm going to ask you again, Kinomi. What is it you wish for?
I'm not saying.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? I see. I see Alice and Kinomi are talking alone, probably about the wish. You mean the one Kinomi made? Right. I'm surprised he's not even telling Alice, though. I'm not sure I've ever seen him dig his heels in like that.
He's probably just sulking. Real heartfelt wishes aren't the kind of thing you usually go around telling others about. He's embarrassed and trying to save face. But never mind him. Are you done yet? I get that we don't need to hurry if we're going back in time, but there's no sense taking longer than necessary either.
I know, I just finished setting the coordinates, so all I have to do now is let go. Okay, everyone, get over here. Once you close your eyes and count to 3, we'll be back in 1999. It won't make any difference, but if you're nervous, you can hold hands. Now, is everyone ready? Yeah. Of course! Go for it! Go for it! Okay, beginning regression, canal singularity. Get ready to party at the Kumano Hot Springs like it's 1999 again. You didn't do the countdown. Well, we did it. We made it. Ta-da! Number 7. A star becomes a wish. Wish, please. I want to know the wish. As embarrassing as it must be. Since he magically had a one-of-a-kind wish. Fill the machine with many wishes, gather many stars. One turn of the handle, and a wishing star candy will pop out. If it's the same as your dearest wish, the one you hold deep in your heart. If such a miracle were to take place, then that wish must surely be the number one wish in the world. The witch named your toy with that concept in mind. Ploy Keisha, wishing star box, only one number one shiny star. A tool for granting only one, your number one wish. It wasn't until later that the witch admitted it was a failure. There's no such thing as the only one, the number one wish in the world. There are countless earnest, precious wishes in this world. There's simply no way that any one person's wish could be number one. Not to mention, it's impossible to rank wishes in the first place. So really, the whole concept fell apart the moment the stars shining in the sky were likened to wishes. Is what you think. Hello, human. I'm the fairy tale that took up residence on this mountain. I never had a name before. But now you can call me only one number one shiny star. Please, tell me your wish so I may grant it. Tell me your number one wish, a wish that's the only one of its kind in the whole world, and one you can never take back. It can be a wish you just thought of now, or one you've been keeping secret for a long time.
Dreamy man. Huh, okay, well, wishes are usually something you think of on the spot. I could be rich or popular or a ladies' man, but no, those don't seem right. Sure, I like those things, but they're not important. One time I did a fasting bit for a variety show that became a huge hit. My pay went up and I got to move into a real nice apartment. But then I had to do the same bit over and over, and I was like, if this is the success train, I want to get off, you know? So like, I wouldn't know what to do with my money if I was rich. Being popular would make other people hate me. And even if I was a ladies' man, I wouldn't be able to really make them happy. So I don't think of any of those wishes are my number one.
I see. Please, tell me your wish so I may grant it.
Man, you don't back down, do you? I like that. Alright, if you want my number one wish, I think it'd be... just once, I'd like beep beep to have the beep 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 in the beep.
Okay. What a great wish. Uh-huh. Yep, just once I like beep beep to have the beep 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 in the beep.
Who am I kidding? There's probably a ton of other people with that wish, so that's not gonna work either.
Congratulations, my search has not found any identical results. It seems that wish is the only one of its kind in the world.
Huh?
Bro. Your wish will be granted. I promise I'll make it the number one wish. It's easy to make only one thing in the... Oh my goodness, though. It's easy to make only one thing the number one thing. I've learned a lot from humans over the past 500 years. My name is only one number one shiny star. I will become a shining star and grant your wish. Okay. What a wish! Ooh! I like how it actually changed. Crater. What a freaking wish, though. Oh my goodness, my dude. I want the uncensored wish, please. They better show it later. Look at this crater. Are these really the Kumano hot springs? No wonder Sonoji went poof. Are those shooting stars? Those shooting stars are beautiful, but are those shooting stars? I can't believe it. How could I have interpreted the wish so violently? There's enough magical energy in the air to rival the age of gods. Humans cannot operate in this environment. My master should be okay thanks to your mystic code's life preservation systems, but Tsukiji and Hosuke will be... They're fine. Okay? Yes, they're alright. There may not be any oxygen, water, or sunlight here, but there doesn't need to be. We're in a fairy tale world now. As long as you don't push yourselves too hard, regular humans can still operate here. Keep your actions to a bare minimum. If you get injured, it'll be over for you.
You don't gotta tell me twice not to be a hero. We're just here to offer advice, or maybe be cheerleaders?
Yes, emotional support.
Stopping Shiny Star is your job. Kinomi and I'll just stay here and... Kinomi? No way. This is a disaster. Never mind losing the inn. This could destroy all of Japan. For that matter, how the hell did that wish lead to this?
Kinomi, I'm pretty sure everyone at the inn managed to evacuate. When Shiny Star activated, Kumanoi Yoshisuke must have sensed the danger. Or rather, panicked when he couldn't find a way to stop it and hurried everyone down the mountain.
Really? I'm actually that competent? Of course you are. There's no one better than you at getting as far away from danger as possible. How many times have you tried to minimize the damage for something so you wouldn't get in too much trouble? Oh yeah, you're right! Way to go, 1999 me! So now what? And also, what are those lights swirling around up there?
Those are earthbound stars as opposed to the stars in outer space. The light's shiny star itself called here. When those stars are no longer visible, that's when shiny star will become complete. It'll be a ploy key shell even more powerful than the monster's 3 miracles, like the flat snark or the tame stroll. Are you serious? You're not just trying to scare us? So it'll be even stronger than the water snatch? We can't let that happen. Yikes. We definitely have to stop it before it's too late. True, but we still have some time. How does this sight compare to the one you saw, Aoko? The magical energy wind in Aoko 1's footage was stronger than this. She couldn't even get within 50 meters of it. Though we know it's been attuned, enough that we can at least get closer to it now. Tsukichi Kinomi, you two stay here. The wind looks like it's blowing from the center of the crater. Is everyone ready to fight? Yeah. Then let's go. Don't hold anything back. The moment it's in range, destroy it with everything you've got. Can do. How bad can this be? It's pretty. I love the color scheme. It's shining so bright. Is that shiny star? Well, of course it's shiny. Huh? Shiba stops observing? What in the world is happening around that star?
Aozaki?
It's nothing. Come on, let's get to it. Let's go get it. Summon your servants, Misaki. We've had lots of time to prepare, and we've got plenty of firepower on our side. Failure is not an option. Don't worry about the nearby lights. They're harmless. Just focus on attacking the star. Don't get discouraged, even if weird things start happening. Okay? Alright, we'll be careful. We'll be careful. What weird things? How weird can it get? Beep in the beep 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 beep. Grand Battle 1. Wish register. Ah, this is what it means they're weird. Fantastic. Great. Lovely. Yeah, at least this is in color this time. And Aoko is still. Make it count. Gosh darn it, Aoko. Too bad I can't use the debuff, but whatever, it's fine. Whee! It's kind of cool seeing it in black and white. Time to tag myself in. Like, wow, look at how wonderful this fight is. We're in a silent movie. Evaluating, denied. Interpreting, denied. Deliberating, denied. Can you just like stop denying my deny? Request denied. Okay, I was gonna be like, did the game break? Nope. Well, that fight was a thing. What's going on? Why can't we actually do anything when we get near that star? What's going on? I feared the worst when I saw that Shiba had stopped observing this vicinity, and it looks like I was right. Space-time has no longer any meaning in your shiny star. There's no past, no future, no success, no failure. Everything is simply listed as recorded, no change. As if the recorded universe itself is rejecting it. What? At least we're all okay, right? What? But this kind of phenomenon manipulation would require a spirit origin on par with a real star. Where could a shiny star possibly be getting that much magical energy? It's absorbing the magical energy from the other stars in the sky. Those are wishes. Shiny stars drawing in wishes from people all around the world. Isn't that right, Alice? To make the one-of-a-kind wish into the number one, the shiny star resorted to the worst possible means. Usually it would be impossible to make one small wish the number one wish on this planet, but if all the other wishes were to go away, if the one small wish that was the only wish left in the world would become number one by default. That's what all those shooting stars are. The shiny stars gathering up every other wish from all of humankind, rejecting them as not number one and turning them into stardust. That's one way to do it. Your wishes suck. Get denied. I want to cure my father's illness. Evaluating. Denied. I want to see the poor. Interpreting. Denied. Let me just stay here just one more day. Deliberating. Denied. Oof. I do want to finish the event. There really is an off way to do it. We have to stop it as soon as possible. So then, the world isn't going to end because that magical energy wind destroys everything. It's going to end because humankind will die off once their wishes are all gone? Looks that way. Of course I had the same thought. That it has to do whatever it took to stop it. But it didn't make any difference. Even though it's been detuned, we still can't get through to it, whether it's with fists or words. Damn it, I made the wrong call. Just stopping it from granting wishes wasn't enough. It's not like you to be so faint-hearted, Aoko. You sounded as if you really did come from a future where one person's wish ruined the whole world. Yes, a ploy Keyshaw deploying its rules is invincible, but it's only because it's following its own rules. Shiny Star activated on a wish that was the only one of its kind in the world. That's the core powering this messed up fairy tale world. But if that core goes away, the wishing starbox will go back to being another third-rate ploy. So you need to find a way to deny the condition, enabling it to operate. It doesn't matter what the way is. I also wish for Kinomi's wish to come true. So like, you want Kinomi to take back his wish? You mean that's all we have to do? The only problem is neither you nor I can move from here, or you won't be able to keep that magical energy when contained. Toimono and Kinomi will be vaporized instantly. That's a good thing we have them here. Shizuki, Misaki, go talk to Kinomi. I'll cover you as best I can. Mash, can you stay here and keep the magical energy wind at bay? Of course. Leave it to me. How are you gonna cover us? Wait, you can use your ploy Keyshaws here? Yes, as long as they're more valuable than the shiny star. It looks like I have just one ace that fits the bill. Exactly, but then your wish is for someone else's wish to come true, which is common deny. Ah, boo. I have to say its exact wish. I'm going to send out the water snatch. The mist won't last long in the storm, but it'll still have my folklore defense. That should slow down the shiny star's growth, but it won't last long. So you'll need to settle this before I completely turn to mist. You and Mash are gonna hold the line here. Got it. Then I'll go to Kinomi to take back his wish. Even if I have to force it out of him. I can't believe you, Aoko, don't you see? If you try that, it really will be game over. Huh? Well, why is that? Even if you could force someone to rescind a heartfelt wish, it would just be empty words. Nothing's going to change with Shiny Star unless and until Kinomi rescinds his wish and means it. Now do you understand? You stay here and remain on offense. Shiny Star is sure to take notice once Misaki gets close to Kinomi. So you're gonna need to stay here and fight it one-on-one to make sure it doesn't. You'll be risking your life to act as a decoy, but you've already died lots of times before. Lots of times here, so what's one more? Our NP6 Aoko become NP7. The magical energy wind is getting even stronger. Master! Got it. I'll find some way to get through to him. Come on, Sojiro. You heard them, Sojiro. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. Let's go, Summer G. That was close, thanks. Phew! You really saved my life there. That was close, thanks.
Of course, I'm gonna make sure you're safe. Anyway, I actually want to talk to you about something. I think I got over half of what Awazaki and Koonji were talking about. I understand that we need to stop the Chinese star, or the whole Earth will be in trouble. I also get that it might not be so easy because Kinomi is being surprisingly stubborn and refusing to help. So I was thinking, if this new plan just doesn't work, let's go back to the old one.
The old one, so you go back to 2001, and you mean the plan to destroy this Chinese star in 2001, but you...
Yeah, that one. You said you're originally from 2019, right? So once your work is all done, I'd like you to promise me you'll visit the Koonji estate at least once a year in my absence.
Sojiro. If anything, Alice lives at my Caldea now.
Don't tell anyone else, okay? Anyway, let's just focus on convincing Kinomi to help us. So please, Kinomi, tell us what you wish for. No way. What are you talking about, especially at your age? Don't you get that the whole world's going to end unless you tell us? I'm not saying.
Please, Kinomi, we won't laugh no matter what it is. Kinomi, I promise we won't laugh no matter what kind of wish it is. Please, Kinomi.
I'm still not saying. Besides, look around. There's no way I could be so responsible for this kind of disaster. Sure, I get the feeling I talked to Wanwan in a dream once, but how could that possibly lead to this? I'm just a regular handsome innkeeper who used to be a comedian and just wants to enjoy every day. Alice and the press will figure something out. We can just hide out here and cheer them on.
I didn't want to do this, but... My wish is to open a bakery with a person I love. My wish is to go to Antarctica one day. Oh man, which one do I want to choose? Well... Which wish would I rather have? Decisions. Okay, this is a tougher one. Cause I'd rather eat food than make food. I'm going to Antarctica.
Oh, I see. That's a great goal. I appreciate you telling us that, even though it made you blush. But the wish has nothing to do with mine. I didn't wish for anything nearly so admirable. I'm just plain old Kinomi Hosuke. Just carry me to a graveyard and bury me with the rest of the planet. Alright, you leave me no choice. I'll just have to break an arm or two until you fess up. No, Awazaki already thought of that, and apparently it won't work. It's okay. I thought this might happen seeing how it's Kinomi and all. We'll just have to do this a different way. Misaki, you can still reach Awazaki, right? Ask her to go back to 2001 and destroy the wishing star box there. Then this will all be over. Soju...
I can't take this anymore. You got me so distracted that I let an explosion hit me. Nobody's gonna make fun of your wish, you idiot. We're not gonna reject it, or even scold you for it. If this wish is that important to you, we just want to know what it is, because we're friends. Now hurry up and tell us already. What did you wish for?
I just wanted her to become #1. That's all there was to it.
Eh? I guess we'll hear the wish now. Interesting. Was that at the shop or something for his NP? I spent 2 years running my own variety show on my hometown's local network, and another 2 working in Tokyo after I made enough of a name for myself. As a comedian, I was a reliable source of ratings. Of course, it helped that it was my dream job, but I was also lucky that a big agency took me under its wing. And that my show on the local network managed to become weirdly popular. My older colleagues didn't care for me, but so what? I'm used to being looked down on and underestimated. Besides, it's true that I'm a soft touch. I'm too easy on myself, I hate adversity, and I cry at the drop of a hat. I figured I could never match up to anyone who put in real effort, or rather, it would be unthinkable if I did. All I ever wanted was to enjoy myself. Oh, it was a mission reward. Maybe I did get him then. Add temp. Man, I love how easygoing your segments are, Yoshisuke. Nobody's on edge, and even the guests who hate each other are behaving. I became an AD because I always wanted to be in showbiz, but I started having second thoughts when I found out how it dashes hopes and dreams. But your improvised line segments are where we're always flying by the seat of our pants are exactly the kind of thing I've always dreamed of doing. Oh, assistant director. The only part about working with you that kind of sucks is how bad the catered lunches are. My appeal was that I never took anything seriously. I could make anything at least kind of fun. So I can't blame other people for looking at me and thinking I was an irresponsible slacker. From their perspective, I was way more popular than I deserved, making a good living off of it, and I still only ever ate convenience store food. I was all ready to accept that I just let the wind take my life wherever it wanted until people got bored of me. Masako, or Masago. The first time I saw her was pure coincidence. She just happened to be performing on a tiny stage in a department store where I was doing my shopping. Her name was Mizushima Masago, which didn't exactly roll off the tongue. Her looks, singing, and dancing were all okay at best. Ouch. And yet, there was just something about her that drew me in. Maybe it's because I was feeling stuck myself. Watching her made me want to do something to help, not as Kumanoi Yoshisuke, but as Kinomi Hosuke. As I watched her perform, I realized something else about her. She had no stamina at all. She physically didn't have what it took to be an idol. I'm no star myself, but I've been in showbiz long enough to know that the brighter a world shines, the harder, lonelier, and emptier it is behind the scenes. Still, I cheered her on. I supported her as best I could. But without any connections to the idol industry, she never caught the eye of anyone who could help her break out. One day, our paths happened to cross when we were both booked to perform at an amusement park show. She said she'd never been to an amusement park before, so I suggested that we ride the Ferris wheel during our break. I need Bond rank 3 for his NP level. Interesting. He should be that high. He's been sitting in the back, I think?
Don't worry, nobody's gonna care if you're seen with me. I'm the industry's laughingstock. Whatever happens, they'll just write me off as a joke, and that'll be that. When you get right down to it, I'm just a dumb comedian. As long as people laugh at me, my job is done.
I've never laughed at your banter, Yoshisuke.
Damn, really? Man, having a cute girl tell you you're not funny right to your face really hurts.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that. I mean that your banter always cheers me up. You're not trying to make people laugh. Most comedians seem like they just want to make people laugh, and that's all, but not you. It's more like, you'd rather the world be the one where you can laugh. That's why you worked so hard to get to where you are now. It's not that you're fine with being laughed at, you just care more about being able to laugh yourself.
What makes you think that?
I guess because I'm the same way. I'm not actually that confident in myself. If I'm being honest, I think this whole idol business is messed up. But I love having other people hear my voice. That's what helps keep me going with my singing and dancing, even though I'm not that good at either of them. Whether you're an idol or a comedian, it's hard being in the showbiz, isn't it? It might not look like fun. I mean, it might look like fun, but pretending to have fun when you're not, well, that's just really sad, don't you think? That was the first and last time we spoke. Hello, hello. It was also when I stopped personally supporting her. What? I didn't feel like I was worthy to support someone like her, and I also didn't want to let anything slip if we ever met on set again. I was sure she would succeed eventually, I really was, but it never happened.
Huh? Why's the script been rewritten? Did something happen today?
Oh, you haven't heard yet, Yoshisuke. There was a girl who collapsed on stage and died in the hospital. What's her name again? Mizushima something? They say that she'd always been kind of sickly. Oop. That was when I learned that Masago had weak kidneys and had to do dialysis several times a week since she was little. They said she died from exhaustion, but it wasn't long before I heard all kinds of nasty stories about her I would have just as soon remained ignorant of. But never mind them, they're not worth telling. When she was gone, all Masago had left behind was 3 singles and a few recordings of her concerts taken with cheap cameras. I got so fed up with the whole thing that I left showbiz and went off the grid for a while, until I ended up at the Kumano Inn and hit it off with the previous owner. I enjoyed working at the inn more than I thought. Sometimes we even get guests I never expected to see. Oh, that was her poster. As an employee, I was allowed to customize the inn however I liked. I could put up all the posters I wanted, and no one ever complained. Masago, Mizushima. Her posters are cute. Then one day, Wanwan spoke to me, said to tell him my wish so he could grant it. I didn't know if I was dreaming or awake, and I didn't care. Once he said all that, all the feelings I kept bottled up came pouring out. So I told Wanwan exactly what I'd been wishing for. I didn't ask for anything impossible, like bringing her back to life. I just wanted her to be the top idol in the world at least once. Hell, lots of times if I'm being honest. And I still want that. Even now, I sometimes dream of her taking first place on the charts and in competitions. But that's a super common dream. There was no way it could be the only one of its kind, like Wanwan said it to be. So I figured Wanwan would just sign his appointment and go away, but instead... Congratulations! It seems that Wish is the only one of its kind in the world.
What? Are you kidding me? The only one of its kind in the whole damn world? I'm the only one. Not a single other person still remembers her songs? She was so lonely, but she still worked so hard, and she made some beautiful music. But you're telling me not a single damn person in the world wanted to see her succeed? You're wrong. That can't be true. No way in hell. Tell me it ain't true.
Oop.
So there you go. That's what I wished for. Now do you get it? Even if the world really is in danger, there's nothing I can do. I can't lie and say I was kidding. Just to take back that wish... Just to ask to take that wish back now. Even now, I still want to see her be #1. Now I see. You weren't climbing up out of self-preservation. You did it because you were angry.
Kinomi, your wish is very, very sweet. Your anger. I couldn't reject it even if I wanted to.
Yeah, this is about how you feel. Nobody can deny how people feel about these kinds of things.
Like, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Deliberating denied. Deliberating denied. Deliberating denied. Deliberating denied. This wish is still the only one of its kind. This wish is still the #1 wish. Just once, I'd like Mizushima Masago to have the most popular song in the world. This wish was not made out of self-interest. This wish was not made for calculated purposes. This wish was not made to satisfy desire. This wish is absurd. This wish is interesting. This wish is beautiful. By granting it, I am being fair and impartial. That is ouch.
Misaki, never mind what I said before. We're going to destroy the thing here and now.
I'm right there with you, but how? I want to, but how are we going to bring that star down to Earth? I'm right there with you, but how? Yeah, I hate to admit it, but Shiny Star's logic is flawless. Not even Kinomi can deny what he wished for. At this point, our only hope is to...
Well, of course.
Yay, Pain! Oh my goodness, Pain's the greatest, right? Ahahaha. And ooh, happy 12 months.
You can't take back a wish made from the heart. Shiny Star's dead right about that. Knowing you were the only person in the world to wish for that idol success, no wonder you were too upset to tell us. You did nothing wrong, Kinomi. I'm sorry I said you were sulking. Huh? What's this about, Your Highness? Just shut up for a moment. I'm about to close this case nice and neatly. It said this wish is still the only one of its kind, that it's still the #1 wish. What a con job. That's not your wish anymore, Kinomi. It's its own. Hey, Shiny Star, seems to me like you're just trying to raise your own rep by making this wish out to be more valuable than it really is. Fine then, I'll play along with your game. If you care about the rules that much, then listen up. You say Kinomi's wish was the only one, that nobody else wanted to see her succeed? Well, you're dead wrong. There's no way that wish is one of a kind because I wish for it too, bastard!
Surprise, Kinomi, she's also my Oshi. Oh, that'd be... I hope he's telling the truth, that'd be so fun. Okay, Tobimata, I'm sorry for being mean to you earlier.
You say Kinomi's wish was the only one, that nobody else wanted her to succeed? Well, you're dead wrong.
Oh yeah, true, the NP, oh well.
There's no way that wish is one of a kind because I wish for it too, bastard!
Testimony, verifying, considering, priority, priority, top priority.
No way. You know about Masako too, Your Highness? Of course I do. How do you think I tracked you down all the way out here? It's because I had something for you. Here, this is yours. This is just one part of the whole pack. Wait, is that my handwriting? What are you doing with those, Your Highness? You're creeping me out. What? Is your memory even worse than Robin's? Those are fan letters you wrote, you idiot! Back when you were cheering her on, you used to write her long handwritten letters every time she got a gig. You'd tell her what she did well, what she did great, and what you could stand to improve. Honestly, I'm amazed you could write the same damn thing so many times. I got a headache just reading through them. You read my personal mail? What are you, a paparazzo? I had to as part of my job, dumbass. I needed something to track you down, and these are my only lead. The only reason I had them is because my client lent them to me. They said your letters were their late daughter's most prized possession.
Aww.
Masako knew she didn't have a long life ahead of her, but she still wanted to spend it doing what she wanted. I'm sure being an aspiring idol was hard for her in lots of ways, but for the last 2 years of her life, she was genuinely happy.
Oh, I'm gonna want his NP for this fight.
Her parents told me that these fan letters you wrote inspired her to keep going. Like I said, they're her most prized possessions. Her parents started looking for a detective so that they could return the letters to the guy who sent them. Eventually, they found out that I used to know him back in high school, and that's how I got the case.
I thought it was his parents that requested it, not her parents. Oof.
Unfortunately, there was almost no lead to go on. All they had were the letters and videos of some of their daughter's gigs. I figured knowing what kind of singer she was could help, so I watched them over and over, and, well, her songs weren't exactly my taste, but everything else about them was really good. I don't know the first thing about singing, but seeing her effort, her motion, and the joy she got from performing. Even I could tell how brightly she shone on stage. I didn't think it was possible to become genuinely fond of someone you didn't know before. But Mizushima Masako was the real deal. She made me a fan, and I earned the cold shoulder from my wife. Now go on, stand up and take these. There's nothing sad about this, at least, right? Oh, I see. It is riding on the bandwagon, huh? I was her fan before you even heard her name.
I'm the OG fan, not you. You did it, Tsukiji. Look at how happy Kinomi is. Wow, you really did close this case nice and neatly. You did it. He really did. There's no way Shiny Star could have seen this coming. Not recognized. Error. Impossible. That testimony cannot be real. My aggregation was perfect.
Yeah, maybe back in 1997 when you started gathering wishes. But I hadn't gotten the request to find Kinomi back then. That didn't happen until 4 years later in 2001. So I didn't learn about Mizushima Masako until after you collected your data. No fair. I know how you must feel. You can blame Aozaki for cheating if you want, but first... It's time to get to work, Shiny Star. You said you're fair and impartial. Prove it. Try gathering your data again.
Deliberating, deliberating, deliberating. Testimony unknown. Evidence unknown. Verifying, verifying, verifying. No results found. No results found. Results found? Evidence validated. Verification approved. Deliberation impossible. Results found. 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 Well. That's embarrassing. Shiny Star's world is shutting down. Hurry everyone, now's the chance to destroy it. We're right there. Come on, Senpai, Sojiro. Hell yeah, thanks, Kinomi. You'll have to let me read those letters later.
Just go save the world already. I need to live, you know? Ah, youth. Look at them running off so happy, like they've already won. Still, it's only right as old hands show them how it's done, seeing as we were the star players for this case. This wish might have been number 1, but it definitely wasn't the only one of its kind. This is what showing your true colors looks like. Do it, Aozaki. Breaking toys is still what you're best at, right?
Breaking toys. You know it. I have some thoughts about your choice of words, but I'll gladly take it from here. This is it, Shiny Star. In the end, you're just a broken toy. A wishing well that never got what it really means. To be number 1. Collecting lots of wishes and stars isn't necessarily a bad thing by itself. But sacrificing other wishes is just a selfish desire, not a wish. Unfortunately for you, I think I've died more than enough times. This time, it's your turn. Punch the star. Except you're not gonna punch a star yet. I did not expect that for Kinomi's wish, though. Oh my goodness, that was so sad. That was so bittersweet. Like, sheesh. Okay, there he is. Take this, sir. Too bad it's only 1. There he be, unknown blank, evil spirit blanker. Ooh. They all get strong buffs. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, Sojiro, you'll be here. I guess we'll also take that. And then I'll have my own in the back, because why not? Like, in the worst case. Better safe than sorry. You know what? You can take that too, since I have that many. And boop. Okay. No fear, no pain. Or all fear, all pain. Believe there's magic here tonight. I will break the star. You're only a 2-star. Ooh, everything's in color now. I'm gonna return the favor right here, right now. I should at least do this. Let's go, everyone. Results found, results found, results found. Ooh! Okay. I had to save Sojiro for last, though, right? You want true magic? You got it. Ah, of course, it doesn't cover any of the other stuff. Recover HP at the end of turn, immune to all debuffs. Chance of skills. Ew, skill seal, disgusting. I feel like I should use all alcohol first thing.
むくらいどもに甘くないっすか
I like NP game. Actually, what do you do? Ooh, that could be good actually. Wish on the Starry Night. Strength up, chaotic. Strength up. Buster up, extra. I like that. Gain resistance to attacks. Wish on the Starry Night. Wish on the Starry Night. Wish on the Starry Night's adorable. Increased damage dealt during after Wish on the Holy Night. And actually, I'll do that. I'm not gonna resist. Oh, they all different?
開演の時ね 空を
At
仰
least
ぎ
it should still be there.
マインスターの3つの奇跡グレートスリークラットスナーク
Okay, attack me first. Let's go by the LB. Hopeless whiteout. Oh my goodness, those alcohol. Sheesh. So that seems like for the most part, the same. Or strength up, NP gain per turn, resistance to attack, the Robin thingy. Strength up, critical star gain per turn, NP gain per turn, special resist up. I'm happy for the guts. Guts is very good having automatic guts. 5 left, so I can use Noble Phantasm, not worry. I like that. I do like that a lot. Which means I don't gotta feel guilty about doing this. Okay, it's 50, perfect.
作戦タイムだ。落ち着こ
Very, very good.
う。もちろん。
Yeah, I'm gonna resist.
ところで、なんで今度だろう。
No guilt, just indulgence. Punch the star.
行くぞ。おう、視点の。
Good punch.
命は大切にね。
まったくだ。
逃げられると
Sheesh. Ugh. Okay, that's actually kind of terrifying. I kind of hate that,
色あせたいいわ
but it's okay. I'll break its gauge once, hopefully.
いいわ
Break that star.
ごっこ遊びをしましょ
I'm assuming I have to break all of its gauges.
う笑う決こぼれ落ちて舞台はクラットスナー流れる水のよう
Good job, Alice.
あら
Look at her almost filling up her entire gauge.
なんだブリッジ降り
His death evasion buff is interesting. Essentially, if an attack would kill him, instead does 0 damage. Oof. He just stop doing that. Excuse you. Oh, I hate you, number 1. freaking hate you. Now my gauge is at an annoying number. How freaking dare you?
作戦タイムだ。落ち着こ
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I hate you. Wow, just wow.
う。ところで、なんでこんなことできるんだ？
Oko, help me.
マダウ展開。そうね。
I just feel like using Buster. I'm not gonna resist.
亡霊には亡霊よ。お前を連れて行く。逆行悪霊殺し。
Evil Spirit Slayer.
拾いきれるかしら。逃げられると。
Can you stop attacking, please? Then 19%. Ugh. It's haunting me.
この時代だ。マダウサポート。
I feel like Algo can probably break them.
ストレンジダウン。チャームトップ。術式拡大。衛星電解放。バーナー展開。行くわよ。アースライター。
Yeah, Algo's fine.
そこで。壊して。
Oh yeah, I've used a 10% battery a few times. Which is really nice, I like it. It came in clutch for some of the other fights. Not recognized, the outcome is... Oh. Okay, good thing he still has more. Oh, Bliss Whiteout, please no. Please stop. Like, can you just like not do that? Unacceptable.
夢にかけて。
Don't gotta use that one. I can at least use those two.
雪がやまさるには
マダウ展開。
家に帰るよ。
Go get him.
Oh, Shiny Star got damage resist. A slight resist.
開演の時に空を仰いで恐れなさい。マインスターの3つの秘跡。グレートスリー、クラットスラーク。スキャリー。
Okay, at least Alco can still do big damage. Thank you, Alco. Sorry, Alice.
致命傷
Sorry,
だけは避けるんだ
Sojiro. And hey, Alco. Hey, Alice. Oh my goodness, good to see you two.
乗ってきたわね。少しずつ。
Like, wow, who would've thought?
かわいそうに。コズミックツアー。
She'll be fine.
やっていいの？まだ変化。私ごとに。
They probably did. They might have thought it was just a fancy backdrop.
そこで思ってるの？スビアブレイクスライダー。
Thank you, Alco. Okay, now how painful is this gonna be? Oh, that hurt more than I thought it would. Oh shoot, at least Alco can solo this, worst case. I'm just gonna let mine sit. She can sit for a tiny bit. And I'm just gonna let Alco do a thing. I believe in the power of Alco.
まだ展開。転ばせてケントのヘッグスマッシュブローニング。悪いけ
She
ど
can solo this. Good job, Alco. Good Goodbye, Aoko. Welcome back, Aoko. Goodbye, Aoko. Oh, the second challenge because his shiny start full power. Ew, disgusting. Oh, and look at these cards. These are rather unfortunate cards. Well,
帰らずの森にようこそ。スタート。パチン。
it's fine. Good enough.
アリスさんそれやばいっす。
Oh,
何これ汚い。
I didn't know that's what Hidden Phantasm looks like at this point.
だから踏み潰してしまいなさい。
Ah.
私はあなた。
Oh.
あなたは。
Oh. You know, I think I'm gonna change my Alice's outfit.
赤い死が迎えに来ても発展の先に
That
一
was
人になっても
that was not what I was expecting. Okay. Dang.
私の道は私が照らせ。
I thought it was gonna be the same thing no matter what. Like the other one, but I'm sorry,
しま
Alice.
したね。後片付けはよろしく。
I am so sorry, Alice. I didn't think keeping you in that outfit would cause that kind of thing to happen to you. Poor Alice. Just oof. She got a bad ending. Well, that's good to know. That was fun seeing that. As unfortunate as it is for Alice, the implications. The wishes were scattered. Perhaps they would have come true if they'd been left alone. Some wishes dreamed hazily that good things might happen in the future. Some wishes dreamed of the past, where it was now too late to do anything. But right now, in the present, everything is wrapping up perfectly. Maybe we could have seen real magic remaking the world in exchange for all the wishes in it. But
Ending like this doesn't quite seem right. Wishes aren't the only thing that you can't take back. My number one wish wasn't anything special, and stars aren't supposed to burst. They're supposed to orbit.
yeah, imagine having good things. The bright starry sky peered down as other stars scattered across it. Despite the sad sight, the man looked up at it with a proud expression on his face.
That's it. That's how stars ought to be. It's like, you can see them when you're awake, and they provide light when you're asleep. Nothing else twinkles like them. They're fun to look at, but there's also something lonesome about them.
As the man murmured those words like poetry, the collapse of 1999 wasn't done. So many sparkles. Ooh! Oh gosh, this is a time travel if you don't close your eyes. Ooh, ah! Oh, that would be so annoying to see. 2 years worth of things happening. Cool. And now for the end. Number 8. In the end, a star becomes a wish. And then I get to keep that wish. Or at least the star, the grail. I get to keep the energy. Stupid bug. I hate all these flies. This week's storm's gonna make it even worse. Even more mosquitoes, even more flies. Are you all ready to go? Everyone have everything? Good. Because in about 30 minutes, the singularity will disappear, and it'll be back to the regular Kumano Hot Springs. When that happens, Misaki, Mesh, Servant Sojiro, and I will all return to our respective time periods. Oh gosh. What 2 years would be the most impactful? I'm not sure, actually. Huh. Anyone who's already here will stay here, although their memories of the singularity will be a little fuzzy. As we know, we finished cleaning our room, so we're ready to leave at any time. These last 6 days have been fun, Kumanoin. And thanks for giving us such a great room, Kumanoin. I like this room.
I'm glad to hear that. If you enjoy your stay here, I hope you'll come visit us again. You said that you're both from 2019, yes? Then I'll do my best to keep this inn in business until then.
Yeah, I'll come visit you. Why are you wearing your disguise again? You look shadier than ever dressed like that.
Well, you know, since this is goodbye and all, I thought I'd make extra sure the newcomers remember me. Bye, Misaki and Mash. I'll have twice as many hot springs here when you visit in 18 years.
Yeah, we'll visit, alright.
Hang on. Am I going to disappear when the singularity does?
No, I'm still not sure why, but you're registered as a heroic spirit in the throne now. So you'll be summoned independently from the original Sojiro, although that might only apply to Chaldea. Right, your servant self and your original self from this time are different people. Come to think of it, where did the original Sojiro go? Well, it would have been confusing having to the same person in one place, right? So my guess is Aoko once spotted him walking around the inn and hurled him back to Tokyo.
Oh, so that's why you went off with a scary look in your face on the first afternoon.
She just grabbed him and tossed him. Hey, I just wanted to stop by since it looks like this is it. Thanks for helping me out in the missy day. It ain't often you get to experience something like that. It sucks that I won't remember you guys, but at least you'll remember me, right? I can live with that. And hey, if someone you know ever buys some haunted property and gets cursed, give me a call. If you tell me you know my secret, I'll probably panic and give you a discount. Thanks, Sugitani. Hello, allow me to once again apologize for the trouble I caused you. Now that the ox god is gone, I no longer have any reason to stay on this mountain. But fortunately, Lord Sugitani has agreed to help me search for my master. It is good to have a goal. It sounds like your trip still has a long way to go. So please take care and let me know if you ever need my help. You really thought President Soji was gonna end up being the killer? Oh man, that'd be the ultimate villain story for him. Nah, at that point he'd become an Avenger.
You know, you really had us fooled, Konji. You knew what was happening here the whole time. This isn't a mystery novel where the least suspicious person is the culprit. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
I didn't know about the connection between Wanwan and Shiny Star. Or rather, I didn't think there was one. I was planning to find Shiny Star on my own once we dealt with Wanwan and solved Aoko's serial murder mystery.
So then, you didn't invite Aozaki to your room on the first night so you could cover up evidence instead.
I just wanted to talk with her for the first time in a while. I've seen you and Shizuki a few times since we graduated, but I hadn't heard from Aoko. Oh, that explains it. I thought that was weird. The Alice I knew would never go in an outdoor bath with a girl she had only just met. Now I see you pushed yourself to keep us company because it had been so long since we'd seen each other. It wasn't that big a deal. Our time together was just so short, we never had a chance to go on a trip together. Thank you all again for your help. Are you leaving already? The air surrounding this inn is so much lighter now. I'm sure it won't be long before it becomes popular again. What am I gonna do now? Well, there aren't any evil spirits that need exercising anymore, but Mr. Kumanoin begged me to stay here anyway. He said there would be adept collectors coming that are scarier than any evil spirit, so I was hoping I could twist them just a little to scare them away. Wow! What a rascal that innkeeper is. So it looks like I'll be staying here for a while longer. I guess this makes me this inn's new guardian. Which is more terrifying than Wanwan.
Looks like this is goodbye for me too. I gotta make my regular check-in with the wife in the old building. anything you want me to pass on to her, Aozaki. I know she'd love to hear from you.
Tell her I'm doing well and I hope you are too. Also, I'm officially calling our CD versus cassette debate a draw. Did they have that debate in the VN?
Haha, are you serious? Well, I guess it does sound like something you'd say. And at least it'll be easy to remember. Goodbye, Misaki, MASH. I wish I could have heard more about the future, but you gave me a good sense of it anyway.
Dang, okay, so that... I guess that proves who it is then, in that case. That's the one way to show who the wife is.
It sounds like things might be a little bleak, but at least I've learned there would be good people like you to rise to the challenge.
Oh, perfect timing. I was hoping I might catch you before you left. I have no idea what happened or what changed after that incident, but I can tell from the looks on your faces that you accomplished something big. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you. I'm sure it must have been quite a spectacle. It's okay. Oh, it looks like your taxi's here. Hey, not that way. Oh dear. I'm sorry for leaving so suddenly, but I'm afraid we must be on our way now. Still, I do hope you invite me the next time something like this happens. I wanted to see your husband and daughter.
Excuse me. Are you the Kumano Inn detectives?
Is my wish gonna be granted? I can be nosy? Wow, wishes do come true! Ah, that's the... I used my wish on that. Oops, I should have been shouting more. NP6 Aoko, NP6 Aoko, but no, I'm just like, I want to see husband and child, Gosh darn it. I'm happy that they made art for them.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. My wife's told me all about you. It sounds like you helped her out a lot. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but she's always been something of a sucker for ghost stories, so... Oh right, I still haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Yogi Mikiya. Please forgive me for not paying my respects sooner. Our daughter hasn't been feeling well lately, so I've been busy taking care of her. Go on, Mana. Can you say hello to your mother's friends? I'm sorry, she's still dealing with a fever. Anyway, I'm sorry to chat and run, but we better be on our way now. Thank you again for everything.
Bye-bye. Cool. You know, it might be kind of late to be asking this, but... What's Chaldea like anyway, Misaki? Huh, I see. Sometimes busy, sometimes chaotic, sometimes relaxing, sometimes nostalgic, huh? That sounds like a great workplace. It might even be a good fit for a Shizuki. Yes, conceived her with a mana transfer, like for real. And that's why she's mana, she's full of mana. He probably already knows by now, but he really just moves at his own pace.
That's not fair. I prefer to think of it as doing what I can where I can. Misaki's the same way. We might take risks, but we don't go overboard.
Oh, imagine not going overboard for stuff. Hahaha, couldn't be me. Oh. Sorry to interrupt your admiration, Mash, but I hope you know you're going to need to rein her in so she doesn't get too out of hand. Anyway, since you two are so alike, I have a question for you. Why did you believe me and agree to help? Aoko 1 was acting super suspicious the whole time, right?
That's true. It was clear from the start that something wasn't right. But that doesn't mean I didn't trust her. Knowing you, it was pretty much a given that you were just trying to help. Misaki said something similar. Well, maybe not with words, but with your spirit. The way you express yourself, right?
I just automatically liked her because for no reason, hahaha. Okay, we're here. Time to start erasing the singularity. When this is over, I'll be back where I belong, and you guys will go back to Chaldea. That includes you too, Sojiro. You're going to keep working for humanity as a servant. What about you, Miss Kuonji? I'm originally from this time, so I'm just going to see you all off. Aoko might have come here from a far future. That is your present. But from your perspective, I'm just a stranger from a distant past. Still, the bond we developed here might be enough that I end up dropping by Chaldea myself. Yeah, after 28 multiples. it does sound like you can use all the help you can get, after all. So if that happens, I won't be too upset. Me neither. I would love to see you again if we can. That's really nice of you, Mash. So because you and Misaki are so nice, and you didn't give up on me even after I'd been murdered several times, I have a present for you. But first, answer me this. Were you two looking for the left Holy Grail or the right one? Eh? 2 Holy Grails? I think we might have lost both. Both. Bofa. What should we do, Master? I think those might be synthetic Holy Grails. That's right. These aren't your ordinary Holy Grails, but don't worry, you can still use them just like any other. I embedded the magical energy I used to send the singularity through time and hold it in place into a couple of pieces of the shiny star. Then I had Alice make them look like proper Holy Grails. You helped both a magician and a witch set things right after they messed up after all. This is the least we could do to thank you. Woohoo! Don't mind if we do then! May I also have summon ticket? No? Too greedy? Oh wait, you are gonna give me summon ticket from the shop. I mean, you already did. Oh? Looks like it's time. Goodbye, Misaki, Mash, Alice, and Sojiro. It wasn't always easy, but I still had a blast. I can already tell this is gonna be another fun memory for me. And hey, unlike Alice, I always show up right away when I'm called on, so I'll definitely see you again if the world's ever in serious trouble. You're not lying. You did come home in my first multi-pull twice. So it wasn't a lie at all.
She just had to go out with another foreboding statement, didn't she? But that's just the way Aozaki is. Anyway, this is it for us. We're counting on you to take it from here, Alice. I'm sure my present-day self will show up soon after I'm gone. So will you fill him in on everything that happened?
Okay. It'll be a little hassle, but I'll make sure I remember. In exchange, can I touch your right hand?
Sure. Here you go.
I'm sorry.
Alice?
It's nothing. Thank you for staying well. It looks like the Singularity's time is up. These last 6 days have been a lot of fun. I guess human mages aren't all bad after all. But now, this miracle's about to end. May everyone get back to their proper time. Farewell, Summoner of Chaldea. I'm sure your nights won't all be peaceful, but I pray you'll be suitably rewarded when they're over. Goodbye. May we meet again beneath the stars. Goodbye. Until next time. Count on it. Goodbye until next time. Wee. So much for an easy singularity, huh? Da Vinci, huh? Ooh! Holy Grail ×1. Wait, you said you had 2. Huh? Do I only get to keep 1 in the end? It said Holy Grail ×1. Eh? Eh? Did it lie? The end. Oh man. Aozaki already there. Oh man, I can't believe I messed up that bad. I mean, I don't want to believe it.
Well, the situation is what I find hard to believe. What are you doing here at Chaldea before me? Aren't you usually supposed to let a little more time pass before you just show up?
Nah, I summoned her before I started the event. Hey, I took plenty of time to get here. You're just slow as your race shift, that's all. Although, it did help that Misaki and Mash's signals were so easy to recognize. That helped me jump here in no time, and my head feels great too thanks to all the information you shared. That's great to hear. Oh no. Since you and Sojiro both just got here, would you like us to show you around? Maybe later? I hate to spoil the mood by admitting that I came here on my own power, so I need to leave soon. Excuse me, Misaki? Could you come see me right away? I have a question or three for you about the holy grails you just submitted. Senpai, I think this means the engineering team is conducting an official investigation. You get it after clearing it. You should explain what happened or you'll be stuck taking a remedial study course for a whole day. Crap, we better hurry then. See you too soon, okay? Looks like we better go. We'll talk more later, okay? Okay, now that I've got to see them doing well, I'd better be on my way. Give them my regards, okay?
Don't be ridiculous, no matter how you put it. That's just leaving them high and dry, it's rude.
You make it sound like I'm dying and dashing. Oh fine, I'm really pushing my luck, but I guess I can stay a little longer.
There you go. You wouldn't be you if you always took the easy way out. Our recklessness is nothing compared to yours.
I don't know whether to be flattered or offended by that. Alright then, tell me this. There's still one thing about what Misaki told me I don't get. Way back when this all started in 1999, I'd already lost. There was nothing I could do to turn things around. Apparently, I told you that I sent the singularity into the future because I couldn't win. But how could I pull off a big move like that when I didn't even have time to run away? And yet somehow I did. Some impossible miracle happened that gave me the chance I needed. Be honest, Sojiro. What'd you do? Oh? Sure! The message that pops up after clearing the first challenge quest, I want to see it.
Well, I can't think of what it could be, but I probably did whatever I could. Anyone else would do the same, right?
Stare. Oh, she's dragging him away. And now let me see. You finally made this far, Master. Is your nose all Pinocchio from victory after victory? No? I see. It's good to stay humble, but I won't stand for this. Ploy Keishas are... No, Alice's ploys are the greatest. That's why I crammed a holy grail I picked up earlier into the shiny star. It is Robin's fault. Oh my goodness. Bring it on, kid. I'll show you the true shiny star. It's time for the final showdown here in Kumano Hot Springs 1999. It was all Robin's fault in the end. Or in the end it becomes Robin's fault. Freaking Robin. Like, holy cow. At first there was a tiny glimmer. A few moments later, there was an explosion. It sucked in everything nearby and blew it all away. Trees are laid low, rivers dried up, entire buildings are wiped from the face of the planet. Wind raged at 100 meters per second. This must be what it's like on Venus, she thought. It's no use. I can't get any closer. This endless emission is just insane. This disaster was supposed to be a simple job, damn it, not an actual apocalypse. That was when he heard a voice coming from inside the crater. The wind was blowing so strongly that a normal person would never pick up her voice, but he was sure he heard it. Shooting it doesn't work, hitting it doesn't work, kicking it doesn't work. It's like this thing doesn't obey the laws of the universe at all. High-density magical energy invades the Earth's surface as temperatures rise with no sign of slowing. The youth wasn't at the crater's bottom. He stood on the rippling bedrock surrounding it. The ground had been flipped over and sharpened like the tip of a sword. About 40 meters below, he could see the magician facing off against what looked like a shining star. He crouched down on the rock, keeping his breathing short, shallow, and sharp. The oxygen had become toxic, burning his lungs with every breath he took. Here, the mere act of breathing was suicidal. His legs still worked, by all rights. He should have run for his life. Even an ordinary human could still slide down the rock and make his way to someplace safe. But even as he continued to breathe in the toxic air, he thought back to the events from earlier that day. Before the explosion took place, the air around the Kumano Inn's old building had been contaminated, and it was spreading. The inn's owner hurriedly evacuated the guests, and the incident was reported as a wildfire to the nearest town. Just when the townspeople had finished evacuating, the mountain transformed into alternate world, a singularity. 6 hours later, the witch confessed to everything being due to her own negligence. She went back to the mountain to try and make things right, but failed. The young man, in turn, had returned to the mountain to collect the witch's body when... Oh. So she would have died too? Yikes, that was close. Good thing I managed to shift at the last moment. What the hell is that thing? It doesn't obey the laws of physics. You can never tell when it's about to do something. It attacks constantly, and I have no idea what it even is. At the bottom of the crater, he saw a familiar face doing her utmost to fight back. He hesitated, but only for a moment. He had second thoughts, but only for an instant. How many seconds could he last in this wind without his limbs being disintegrated? Could he run up this rocky, nearly 100-meter-long slope in time? Even if he could, would he be able to jump all the way to the star floating in the air? And even if he managed that, what would happen next? Such a feat would be beyond human. But he had already accomplished the inhuman 8 years ago. Back then, he had one of the witch's relics to help him, and his body was still in its prime. Now, the prime had, of course, long since passed. He was barely a shadow of his younger self. He was a boy no longer, but a man. He now lived a comfortable life in the city, in civilized society, moreover. Still, it's gotta run out of steam eventually, right? Are you seriously telling me it's a star from outer space here to destroy the world?
Alright.
He began to run. His toes broke, his upper arm split open, his lungs literally burned. One of his eyes collapsed, his chin was sliced off, his heart burst, but his hearing remained intact. He could still hear the girl desperately trying to fight back. It should have been impossible. But this creature happened to be able to perfectly replicate any actions he had performed in the past.
Unknown coordinates.
He leaps into the air, one of his legs is gone, he acknowledges the loss and raises his remaining hand.
The wraith falls to the evil spirit's lair.
His body is obliterated without a trace, but his wish, his will, remains as strong as it was 8 years ago. Look at Sonoji! Now, to our plan Horizon. I'm forfeiting this game and putting this whole singularity on timeout. Rage quit. Those few seconds he bought her changed the very world. When they had passed, all trace of the disaster had vanished. Oh, she takes a trip to Hawaii and considers calling Alice or whatever to join her, but she makes no mention of Soju at all. Ah. Nobody would ever know what had taken place. The tale of his exploits would never be passed on. On a planet about to end, a miracle saved a magician. Thanks, Sojiro. Thanks, Sonoji. Sonoji's the realist. Ooh. Ta-da! Okay, I'm happy. How does 1999 look? Okay, it's still like that. Yay for finishing the main story! But yeah, I'll finish the challenge quest later. I'm satisfied with that, but oh my goodness, that's the wish. The wish part was so sad, so bittersweet. It's nice seeing the cast of Mihoyo after a while. Good to know how they ended up. Okay, I gotta do the remaining NP levels, that's not too bad. Definitely want to do that for my Sonoji, he deserves it. Sonoji deserves it all. Ugh, skill seal on the hot spring one, disgusting. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, for the bath one, ugh. Okay, that's good to know. Hopefully that's the only annoying one, besides the challenge quest, the second challenge quest. Disgusting. Freaking Robin. Making it extra powerful. But yeah, that was a good event. That was a good story. I'm satisfied with it. I'm happy. I wish we could visit this place. But yeah, we'll visit you in 2019, alright. Sure. Sure, we're gonna visit. Yeah. When we can, anyways. Woohoo! By the time the event ends, I might actually get the Misaki uniform to level 10, which is funny. It's at level 9 now, so there's hope. Aw, man. At least I enjoyed the outfit to its fullest. Yay for the Misaki uniform. But for now, I'll hop off. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Epic gacha luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I'll hydrate and then Kamen Rider. I'll also be good and get rid of my empty water bottle. I didn't take it off the floor last night. It's still there right next to my nightstand. It's just lying there menacingly. It's like, how dare you forget me here?